It helps if I unmute my mic. Greetings. Greetings, everyone. Massive love and gratitude, peace and harmony. Just relax, sit down, and just listen. Everything that is living is all a part of your existence. Every time you look in the mirror, just know that you are gifted. I know you feel it inside. Confirmations align. Let me give my little spiel. A shout out to all the large hats out there and those who would never harm others, especially the kiddos. There's absolutely no excuse to harm others, and even more so, laugh, dance, and take full delight in the pain and suffering of others. If you find yourself in that space, I recommend doing some deep introspection and not rely on the navigation of robbers or rabbis. Just know that my intentions are based in love, and I share that love in the only way that I know how. Imagine listening to so called decoders who are from the same group that stole, LARPed, murdered the coders, and encrypted the info. At the same time, being proud of it, proud of a crew that is despicable with their actions, especially with the kiddos, and expect them to tell you how things are. And they get donations from the chattel in doing so. It's wild, guys. The entire time, true, authentic underground miners only attract a small audience. Truly shows how the chattel are meant to be chattel. Talmudians, both the shepherds and the wolves. It's pretty interesting for me to observe that's all I'm saying. And here we are, Trey, showing and proving, growing and casting, completely organic to assist ourselves and others in navigating this realm so that we are all empowered. And yet, a small but powerful group of individuals tapping in as it should be, truly. We're not meant for the masses, folks. Underground doesn't take mound builders, but mound excavators. Grab your shovels. We take this, I can tell you, everyone, we take this very seriously and importantly, my friends. Guys, if you look around the esoteric content creators, many are proud to be of that particular clique, who LARPs as another clique, and whose headgear is not as large as most of ours. I'm not a size queen, I'm just saying. Tap dancing. Leave your energy signatures at the precipice. Werewolves welcome. Silver bullet trains on track. If it's for the records that don't spin, rising, the trade wins. Surfs up, sinks drop, game theory on the terrain. Han Solo, the Khans of Sea, Highlander dance fighters, airborne rangers parasiting their chutes. Aim high. Mystic force is a gentle whisper. Gratitude, peace, and harmony. Fractions, not remainders. Mending fractions of the terror tour. Oneness, possibly a low jack for the gentle domiciled husbandry. Chop shopping the Pisces. Welcome to my store. Omni-actional for the tax masters. It's full frontal to the past and backsliding to the future. Where are we now? Who the F knows? Here's the deal. You either love the Ronin experience or you're wrong. It's not that difficult to comprehend. Trey is always timely, in code, and in spirit. I'm not a great listener, but yes, I'm brilliant. And yes, I'm really, really, really good looking. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm a decoder and a programmer. My grimoire is pro grimoire, pro grammar. And here she is, gliding in on MoonFeathers. MoonFeather, how are you, young lady?
Peace and blessings. Am I coming in clear?
It sounds like you're from the underworld, you know?
Really? It sounds bad.
Yeah, but it should be okay, I guess.
Oh geez, hold on. Maybe I just let me take off this mic because I am on peace and blessings to everyone. I am on a halfway decent laptop because I will be presenting, some slideshows and stuff. So let me see if I could do a little better with the audio. I'm not sure. I don't know. Is that better? Is that better? 1 2 1 2. Anyway, nah, not really. No, because if not, you would say, yeah, it's really good. Do I? Okay, so guys, I'm excited. I'm excited to be here, and it's a in between portal energy and amazing syncs between Vibe Tribe and Underworld Stage. So yeah, I can't wait for us to, share everything that we've come across. And yeah, I just can't wait to share so many things with you guys.
MoonFeather, I don't know how. Okay, just go. Just go with it.
Really? You want me to
I mean, it's not, I mean,
Nah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready. I am so ready, guys. Listen, I was like, how am I gonna get this started? Where am I gonna begin? Because it's so much. I don't want to.
Moon, for real, why do you sound like you're in the other room? I mean, gosh.
Oh, is it that bad? How about now? Testing, testing. How about now? No.
It sounds better. Yeah.
How about this one? I'm trying different defaults. How about this one?
It sounds better. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I mean, we're professionals. The only thing we're trying to do out here is free the entire realm. That's all.
Yeah, that's all we're trying to do.
But
That's
I
all we're trying
mean,
to do. That's all we're trying to do. How about if I get a little closer to the mic like this? Is this better?
yeah, but are you comfortable with it?
Listen, I'm comfortable, uncomfortable. This message is going to get delivered tonight. Do you understand what I'm saying? Regardless, it's going to get delivered. So me being uncomfortable is irrelevant right now. Like, seriously. I just want to make sure I'm coming through crystal clear. You give me the thumbs up and I'll get into it.
Yeah, I come into the world stage and you're buzzing and zapping along the way. It's like, dude, Moon, we've been fired up for tonight with the amazing syncs. Anyway, just go ahead. I'm gonna get out of the way. MoonFeather. Go ahead. Drop in. It's
Listen. It'll fix it. It'll fix itself somehow. The audio fix itself somehow. I'm still fiddling with it. How about now? Is it good now?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. All right, guys, listen. So we've had so many syncs this past week ever since
MoonFeather,
yeah.
listen, if you're not going to have good sound,
Oh, is it that bad?
it's really bad. If you're not going to have good sound, then guess what? I'm going to have to call in reinforcements. I'm going to have to call in air assault,
He said
repelling
aerosol.
down. Someone's got to air assault down from upon high and help us out. Moon, if you, and there she goes. Here we, good Lord, good Lord. We're trying to free all the beings of the realm, all ancestors, both inside and outside, above and below, and we can. But regardless, here we go. He come, guys. Here we go. Hey.
Thanks and praise. Much love and respect, Ronin. Let's get MoonFeather back in here. Summon the goddess up in this house.
Dude, her moon feather, it's like her feathers are hitting turbulence along the way. It's like we've never done this before.
You know what? She needs her matching hat. She got to go put on her matching hat.
She does. And the magic underwear, I think. I don't know if she needs all the magic accoutrement.
Big love, MoonFeather. That was so interesting. She just vanished when I appeared.
I know. Gabriel, I'm trying to do like a very large I'm trying to speak to like a stadium, right? And then MoonFeather's pumped, and we're both like, dude, sink after sink after sink. Gabriel, help me out, my friend. I know you're fired up. I want everyone. I feel like there's a lot tonight, and I feel like the bandwidth is being overloaded because we do have. It's been, guys. This week, this year, this life of ours, this experience here is such an overflow, inflow, inside and out. And we're trying to make heads and tails of it. We're decoders, we're detectives, we're dot connectors, we're whatever you want to call it. And we're trying to figure it out along with everyone and share and empower everyone. It's a lot. And we're using, if I'm being honest, we're using the platform of those that don't want this inflow to trickle out and leak out. We're leaks out here. So Slick has a lot. MoonFeather has a lot. I got a lot, but I just want to ride the wave. So Slick, let's just get into it, my friend. What's happening?
Yeah, buddy.
And how does it affect us, and what should we be paying? Should we pay any attention, or should we save? What's on your heart and spirit, my friend?
Yes. Give thanks and praise, man. I got a real sense that the comfort blanket of calling everything a hoax is worn cheap, and in fact, I'm starting to suspect that making death appear as a hoax makes for cheap soldiers down the line when you equate hoaxes with deaths and tragedy. And I just want to put a line in the sand on my words, because whether that tragedy is as important and as sacred as it appears, or more so or less, I want to speak to the symbol. I'm speaking to the symbol of these events. And so I'm giving myself permission to stow my emotions so that I can see the symbols with clarity, you know? And so I give myself permission to speak about these icons and idols up on the NEWS, the gates, which is an anagram for stage.
Mm.
You know, the Latin word for news, I just learned this, noticidad, is an anagram for addiction.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah, man. So
Gabriel, before you continue, I love what you're saying. What you're saying is hitting. You're strumming my spirit strings. Like I'm vibrating right now, brother, in a beautiful way.
yeah,
So this event happened, whatever, right? We all know, blah blah blah, and it's everywhere, right? And I told myself I'm not interested, just like I wasn't interested in similar mass uh impact events. But what you were talking about, what I have felt is not from the event itself, but from others' reactions to the event. And I'm feeling myself being drawn in from like a undertow. I'm a surfer, dude. And I've been trying to avoid the undertow, but I've been getting dragged into the emotions of others, knowing that's happening, but not the event in itself. I just wanted to cruise along and go, this is just another, so-called, psyop, if I could use that umbrella term. But please continue. I just wanted to share that, my friend.
yeah, buddy. I mean, oh man, I just want to say, every time I hear the term psyop, my imagination just goes spinning onto so many associations. But recently it was Silas Speaks who mentioned how the plaza, Daily Plaza, is in the shape of the symbol of psi, PSI, the Greek letter psi. And that really lit me up because I've studied that letter quite thoroughly, and it is in the shape of I don't know. The shape of the symbol PSI is as though it's a stick figure saying, I don't know. Don't ask me, I don't know. And that seems to be the effect of these operations. They leave us.
And the water pressure is so incredibly,
Yeah.
I mean, gosh.
Yeah. Just go to Wikipedia and look up, PHI and all of its implications. It's bonkersville, but good call. Yeah. The ping, let's see, Ida Pingala and the Shushumna are the PSI. So let me do that in order. Pingala, Shushumna, Ida is PSI, pounds per square inch. But if you research what the Pingala, the Shushumna, and the Ida, what they are, it's the process of sublimation. When we sublimate something, or we stow it down, or some people call it the spank bank. Your spank bank is a sublimation. You see something that you're interested in, you get a huge a fantasy in your mind. You're like, no, this ain't the time for that. So you
I got some
sublimate.
archives.
Yeah, buddy. It's libraries, bro. Libraries, right?
Huh.
So PSI, we call it spank bank, and it's silly and funny, and oh, ha ha ha. We all know what that means, but it's spiritual. You put it in a certain light, and it is spiritual. The sublimating of energies. And we sublimate so much, and then we get the censorship rolling out, so we can't speak about all the things we've stowed away, and it can't come out, and the PSI is too much pounds per square inch. Boom, impact event. These things are the orgasms of civilizations. Impact events, war is the orgasm of civilizations. And I think a lot of people are sick of the foreplay. But one more thing about this year. Oh, hey, there she is. MoonFeather. Give thanks and praise. I'm so glad you came back.
Peace and blessings. Do you guys hear me better now?
Yes.
Lovely.
Slick.
Oh my gosh.
Slick is on one. I mean, we're all on one tonight, and MoonFeather has so many syncs to share. And she's doing her best to get the technicals to illustrate this to the peoples. So
Yes.
I'm literally here. I'm trying to throw an incredibly large in my thing. I'm trying to throw such a large party for all of my loved ones here, and it's a lot. And MoonFeather is I'm sitting back and just telling her all the stuff I want to do, and she's attempting to make it happen. And she's struggling. And I'm like, why don't you make it all happen right now? Didn't I tell you to do all the stuff? And I'm sitting back like, why can't you do all the stuff right now? Because this is a big deal.
Right.
That's what's going on right now. Anyway, I want to MoonFeather. I want Slick to continue because he's
Please
literally
do. Absolutely.
tapped in. But I told you I alluded to a surprise tonight.
Yes, you did.
And I didn't tell you. I will take. You'll never take a hacker. You cannot take my keys. They're encrypted for life. But I was like, hey, a thing is going to happen. And what do you think, MoonFeather? Did you expect Gabriel? I know he's part of our crew.
Not at all. It's always such a wonderful surprise. So much love to you, Gabriel. Ronin, again, I'm coming in. So much love to you. Thank you for this space. You guys are amazing. So much love to everyone in the chat. Yeah, it's just, listen, everything is divine timing. Everything is divine timing. And we don't fight the current around here. We really don't. We go with the flow, and yeah, we're gonna always make it happen here. So please, Slick, go right ahead. We've been, even Slick and I have been having wonderful weaves, you know.
What?
So,
I don't weaving with other dudes. I told you. I'm weaving with so many other chicks, right? You have no idea, Moon. I'm weaving with so many other chicks right now. You don't even know it, dude.
Yeah, but you know you're my number one weaver.
Oh, great.
Please, Slick, continue.
Wearing a shirt though. He's deep. His chest. I feel like he. Anyway, let's not get caught up on chest hair because we'll get stuck in that weave. That's a whole nother weave. Like, let's go, brother. What are we doing?
I got a chest full of arrows. Just like Saint Sabbatean.
That's the Pathfinders always take the most slings and arrows, dude.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
we're literally We're literally Pathfinders. I know we shoot Sagittarius behind us for others to catch up and want to slow us down, but really in the chest we take a lot. It's not just we're Pathfinders, guys. We get the ridicule, and then years later, people go, "Oh yeah, that's a thing," and we try and be like, "Yeah, I told you that was a thing," and they go, "No, you didn't," and it's like, but it's so much being an explorer. You guys get it. I don't need to keep going down that four metaphor, but go ahead, please, Slick. Let me get out of your way, guys.
Right on, brother. Yeah, I think I was mentioning that I want to really differentiate the symbol of these actors from whatever the humanity that we think is imbued into them. And the reason why this year is important, I'm sure many of us in the numbers game have a real sense for this, but 2025 is 45 times 45. 45 is the base of the Enneagram. It's very important. It's the envy and the jealousy. And when you spark off a confusion of envy and jealousy in culture, it generates frenzies because one person's joke is another person's tragedy, and another person's tragedy is somebody's joke, just like dancing Israelis, right? So the flipping of tragedy and comedy, the 4 and the 5, this is how you spark the frenzies. And I'm going to lay down something. I'm going to put this formula on the record. It's a good one. Y'all write this down, look for it in the future. The Mangione situation is a replay of David Chapman shooting John Lennon in the back. However, the good guy from the Lennon story is the bad guy in the Mangione story. So they did the same ritual 1 block away, right? Just a jog from Central Park. That's like the heart of Chicago. That's the nature heart of Chicago. right around the corner from when where Lennon got it, the Mangione thing pops off. But here's the thing, y'all. All the kids,
New York.
yep, all the kids sympathized with Lennon. He was the hope of the younger generation. And this time around, all of the kids are sympathizing with the murderer, Mangione. And listen close. Mangione is reaping the wettest dreams that Mark David Chapman ever had. Mark David Chapman killed John Lennon so he could become a celebrity. And Mangione is receiving all of that. And I'm here to tell you this is fully contrived. Go look at Catcher in the Rye. Look at the profile of what's his name, Holden Caulfield, and then go look at Mangione. It's like Holden Caulfield has come to life, and he's fulfilling a perfect flip of what is the envy and the jealousy, how you sympathize to the protagonists. And I'm going to keep going, y'all. If y'all let me just take off and run.
Well,
okay, yeah. Pause me. Go ahead. Yeah,
pause.
Pause.
Because there's a reason. It's not just what. I really want MoonFeather. I don't know if we're gonna get a visual, but I really want an audio for MoonFeather because I'm serious when I say this, guys. Like the syncs this week. I'm talking about dreams. MoonFeather, can you tell us about your dreams and then what you saw on the sidewalk on the way to your mailbox? And then everything else that was, guys, MoonFeather's an oracle. She may not be a technical oracle, but like with the with the computers. But MoonFeather, please, can you just share and go down your thing this week where our tatas we're just blasting out of like please, MoonFeather, take it away. And Gabe, and then pick back up because this is a baton. Let's do a baton style. Because it's very, very relevant. And we're gonna build together. Moon, please, can you just take it away on just discuss?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm still coming in clear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. I'm not now I got like anxiety because of it. But
you should. I'm so steaming right now from the technicals.
I mean, I know. I'm listening. I get it. But listen,
corporate corporate. I mean, we have Chris Miner calling out without.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get docked. Our pay gonna get docked.
This is not even me. This is Trey Corporation, and we're public. So go ahead, MoonFeather.
Well, listen, absolutely. This is, and the fact that Gabe said the 4 and the 5 are very significant to the Enneagram. The numbers 4 and 5 have played very heavy ever since the lunar eclipse, and I'm gonna get into everything that you said, and of course I'm gonna try to do it in sequence order. Luckily, what I did was I wanted to grab all of these syncs and this information and kind of put it in one place. So I made a couple of videos. They're on my YouTube, and we could follow along. Thank goodness I did that, because if not, I wouldn't have been able to show anything tonight, right? But this is how I wanted to start it off, right? So just to be a little bit more recent here with the energy, with everything that's going on, because I would say about a month already, we've been, Ronin and I have been, just building solely on, we just could bring it back to to Cayenne. All right. And ever since then, a lot of things have been branching out. Right. So, and it's been a beautiful build. So on the 6th, which was on Saturday, September 6th, we did a tray, right? And it's the one that's what was the name of it? Something whisper. What was it? Guilty feet ain't got no rhythm.
Yes. And that was not too multi-layered, because most people who know George Michael know, but the line itself so struck home with me.
Right.
It's
Right.
almost like being heavy, having a heavy feet. It's almost like being heavy, and it's hard to do the river dance. It's hard to do capoeira when you are your guilt, your regret, your insert whatever your vernacular may be. We
Right.
want ourselves to get lighter, and that's why I can't. That title hit me so hard, and now we're coming through with gentle whispers.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yes.
Right, right. Okay. So then to give you a little bit more of context, so that day was on the 6th, right? And I did the card reading towards the end, and I realized that the numbers 777, the energy of 7 came out a lot, right? And and on that night, on the 6th, because I knew that the lunar eclipse was the following day, so I had prepared some moon water, some new moon water on the on August, so from the new moon from August 23rd, and I drank the last of it on the 6th, right? And we already know what the energy of water is. It's to bring in clarity and memory and just, moon energy, like mother energy. Beautiful, right? Okay, wonderful. So I wake up on the 7th, the morning of the 7th. First thing I see on my phone is 7:07. And I was like, okay, well, here we go. And I sent you a screenshot. I say, okay, we're starting early today. But little did I know of that morning, uh, of the lunar eclipse, how significant the energy of the number 7 or 77 would be, right? For that week to come. Okay. Now, on the morning of the lunar eclipse, I get a flashback of a dream that I'm going to cover that dream in a second, but I just want to get the obvious energy out of the way, on the reading that happened on that evening of the 7th, right? So if you go to my YouTube, please, you're gonna see under video, right? Videos, because there's videos, there's live, shorts, whatever. So if you go under video, right, you're gonna see a
You
title
talking to
that
me?
says, huh?
You talking to me?
Yes, please.
Oh my God. Are you telling me I need to work? I
Dude,
thought my work was done.
no, I asked you, hey, can you play a video? Can you play a YouTube video?
Yeah, that's oh my Lord.
Okay, so if you play that, it's only a 20-second video, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pause it as soon as you play it, right? Because you said, "Hey, Mooney, if you need me to play something, I'll do it for you," right? So here it goes.
I'm starting to be bothered. Dude, I gotta find your channel. I didn't have this queued up.
No.
This is a professional show. We're trying to be professional, dude.
All right. So on the well, I
If
have
you
my
share it
notes.
with me on Telegram, I'll be able to blast it. I can't do like
Okay, well then no worries because it's there and everybody can see it. If
I could
anybody
play
just
it right here. Is this it, Mooney? I could play it right here.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's one of them. That's one of them. It's the one that's titled 9.7, or September 7th, 2005 lunar eclipse reading sync.
Okay. Let
It
me
should be under shorts. It might be under shorts. Okay.
Yep.
So
Yep.
what it's going to show there,
fabulous.
yeah. What
Fabulous.
it's going to show there is a screenshot of the cards. Yes, there you go. A screenshot of the cards. So if you guys go to my air sign reading on the 7th, Charlie Kirk's death just comes out clear, right? And the question that I always ask Spirit is, let us know for the collective, right? The collective is a big energy. Let us know for the collective, what is the energy for this coming week, right? And everything that happened to him was on the 10th, right? And I said, let me run his numbers, right? Let me run his numbers. I find out he's a one life path, right? He ended up passing on a one.
Who?
Yeah.
Damn.
Who's a one life
Damn.
path?
Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is a one life path.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he's a one life path, and
Damn,
I said,
y'all.
"Holy crap!" Okay, he's a Libra as
That's
well. I was like, "Wait a minute,
Palahimnia.
Libra's next
That's
month." You know?
that's rhetoric. That's
Yeah,
rhetoric. That's speech that that's Palahimnia. That's a bullseye, y'all. That's a bullseye. There's a science here. There's a
mm-hmm.
science here. Okay, theoretically, if life path numbers are beyond what the zodiac vanity is all about, if life path numbers are more so than what we think zodiac is, that means every baby born on his birthday is also a 1, and every baby born the next day is a 2, and every baby born the next day is a 3, then a 4. So the personality types are imprinted by the date, and the numbers don't matter. We're putting numbers to a phenomenon, but the phenomenon has 9 impression states, not 12.
Right, right. That yes,
Well,
right, right.
hold on. I want to go down this string and get back. MoonFeather, please keep it going. She has on me.
No, absolutely.
But Gabriel, for that LPs, what are numbers? I think numbers are important. Numers. I even dated back to Sumers. The Sumer had these numbers. Are numbers? Are they hold value? Do you think they're a whatever? Do you think it's? Do you think are numbers just a way? Are we wasting our time trying to boil everything down to a number and then going, hey, there's so much power in that number, or is it something of value?
Good question.
Intrinsic value.
Yeah, I got something. Y'all. I'm getting heavy pings for the rule of Kal-El. That's the message. That's the message this year is the rule of Kal-El. Give or take one. And the rule of Kal-El is fascinating to implement, to integrate into your own life. You would never guess that the give or take one is so important. Think of when Mel Gibson and Danny Glover were on the white fragility toilet that they used nitrogen to make it more white fragile so that the bomb, when it explodes, they can jump in the tub. And they're holding hands. They're holding hands. They're like, okay, on 3, ready? Okay. And he's like, no. I said, 1, 2, then jump, or 1, 2, 3, then jump. That's the rule of Kal-El. They have to clarify culturally. How is your relationship to number versus how I was brought up to think of what is go on 3? Is it 1, 2, 3, go, or is it 1, 2, go?
Mm-hmm.
I've always been 1, 2, 3, go. That's been me the whole time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But isn't it beautiful that we need a meeting of the minds first? This is how philosophy works. Before we can talk about things and presume we're talking about the same thing and don't talk past each other, we have to come to this meeting of the minds. And that rule of Kal-El that's articulated in the Danny Glover and Mel Gibson jumping in the tub, and then the toilet launches onto the cop car. Chariot card, y'all. That's chariot card. Is the toilet. The chariot card is the toilet, and it lands on a cop car that looks like the chariot card.
That's wild.
And nitrogen is number 7. This is the 7th.
Oh my gosh, the 7. Okay, that's
chariot been popping recently.
Yeah, it goes on and on. All right, I just wanted to share that the rule of Kal-El, and like you're asking Ronin about numbers, I think the Enneagram is about qualia. Every day the babies born on this day have the qualia of a number 1 type. But we summarize so much by just saying, oh, they have a life path of a number 1. There's so much more to that. And then it's a slow blend into the babies born with the number 2 typology. But we use definite 1, definite 2, when in fact it's a blend. And so the rule of Kal-El, it accounts for the wings, the 1.7, the 2.3 is not quite all the way to it. You know what I mean? So there's qualia in the gray space, but we just like to have nice solid words, 1s, 2s, 3s. That's my theory on number.
1.7, 17's been popping this week, and MoonFeather has wings of syncs, like literal wing.
Oh my gosh, right. Oh my goodness. That's yeah, that was wonderful. Thanks for sharing that. For that analogy, Gabe. But because I was saying, my goodness, when I had looked back at the reading, and what was it that prompted me? Spirit was just like, yeah, run his numbers, because I found so many
Air signs been pumped.
syncs. Yeah. I found so many syncs with so many other things every time I run people's numbers, and it's undeniable. It's undeniable. So, I find out that he, passes on a 1 day, and then I run his birthday. He's born on the 14th. That reduces to 5. And that's the first card that came out, was the 5 of Cups, right? And then the second card that came up was his card. And if you see the way it's placed under the Libra sign, and Libra is the 7th zodiac, right? So then it was what was the second card? The second card was I'll tell you right now, it'll pop up. Give me a second. The second card was actually it was his card. It was the I got my notes. A 7 of Wands. And if you look, can y'all look at the picture of the 7 of Wands on the Rider Waite?
7 of Wands, 17.
That's crazy. That's him. That's Charlie Kirk, always having to defend his values, defend his beliefs. Always fighting whatever. That's.
I'm sorry, MoonFeather. I'm so blessed by the people here. All these people I feel is familiar. We have 4 people, and we're dropping syncs on syncs with the energy, with the I mean, what are we doing out here? You know what I'm saying? Continue, MoonFeather. We're too high, and we're too high for everyone to reach. That's all it is. I'm loving it. Please, I'm sorry for my rudeness.
No, that's okay. Don't apologize. So I was like, oh my gosh.
Stacy just zapped me. Stacy just zapped me with her zapper of a
yeah, with the zap. She gave you the sunshine zap. So and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh, that's him, always on the hill. And then of course, then the third card was the Death card. And let me tell you something. In the 2 years that I have been reading tarot, whether live or whether in private readings, those 2 cards have never come out together, and I felt something during the live, but I wasn't sure. I said, let me just stay concentrated, but everything was revealed. Even the angel numbers that came out, right? Which was 1919. And my goodness, first of all, Charlie was born on a rooster year, right? But the rooster has an enemy, and it's the goat. But then I found out.
Gallo, Moon. I'm sorry, I got to tap it. I gotta jump in. How did I not mention rooster and Gallo? I got it tatted on my ribs, y'all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is, please continue. God, I have goosebumps based on everything, and we haven't even got. Let's settle in and keep going, Moons. Please, I love it.
So then, the first card that came out. So I also found out, which I didn't know, that back in the early 1900s, with Chinese astrology, they referred the goat also to the sheep. And that's the first freaking card that came out. Okay, that flipped over. But the thing is that the goat / the sheep is the enemy of the rooster. Okay. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay. I see. And I'm listening, Spirit. Another number that came out was the quadruple 8s, which reduces to 32, which reduces to the number 5. Right. And that's what his birthday comes out to, the 14 reduces to 5. And it's also the 5 of Cups was present as well. Okay. Also, the number 0330 came out, and just really quick, what was it? Oh, because of this whole situation with, with that young lady, also got attacked, got stabbed in the neck and stuff like that. So I was like, why is 2 incidents with necks back to back? So I'd run it through the gematria, and gematria comes out, neck comes out as 33, the number 33. And it comes out in the reading as well. And the things that I placed the 33, and I had no idea the 33 was under the death card. But what did I know? I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? So so those were all crazy things. And another thing that I found out today, right? Because I was like, okay, he was in Utah, but in what city Utah? Because Utah was founded on I forgot which animal year, but then the city that he was at, that Onem, is it called Onem? The city that he was at, where that college, Orem, my bad, Orem. Orem was founded on his enemy year. And as far as astrocartography and numerology and things like that, it's much better, would be much better if you move or are in a place where it vibes with you energetically. And a lot of people use the Eastern astrology, Chinese astrology, like to find out, hey, where, what energy does this place have? Is it dragon? Is it this? Is it that? So that was crazy when I found that out. And then the thing is that his wife came out in the reading too. She's a dragon, and a dragon card came out in the reading as well. And that was wild, and I didn't speak on the other 3 cards that came out afterwards that speak on his wife as well. But that was for the 7th, guys. So like I said, I started out with everything was like, how significant the number 7, the energy of 7 was going to be, for that day. I had no idea it was going to play out on such a broad, a huge energy rather, right? Because this is worldwide. This is going on an energy worldwide. And like you said, Rona, like, there's when things like this, I don't like to give energy to it and stuff, but for me, it's a sign of the times.
Yes, high impact events. I'm out because I know what's popping. And
yeah. But
I've seen the show before. I'm good. I'm tapping out. I'll be in the grass.
Right, but it was just too many. It was too many, synchronicities with that reading to not look at it. So but I'm thankful. I see it. I'm grateful, and then I release.
Moon, can you share about your dreams earlier, and then what you saw in real life the next day, and then what happened, aka what happened the next day? Can you please share that? Because I'm beyond.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
She shared a picture with me. She shared a picture with me after she told me about her dream, and I said, "What is happening?" And
what is going on? Right.
And I'm a person that knows. I'm like, I'm into all things, but I'm like, get the what out of here. Can you please fast forward? I feel like Moon's building to that, but I'm like, I can't wait. Please tell us, everyone.
Okay, so you don't so you want to leave the Kanza for last then?
Oh yeah, save it for last. We're
great.
We're 12-year-old girl. We're 12-year-old girls. We got to hear the what.
All right, guys. So then check this out. So after Spirit had revealed all of this, all of these synchronicities to me. So I'm like, what in the world is going on? Because that happened on the 10th, and between the 10th and the 11th was like the wildest. So the night of the 10th going into the 11th, which by the way, guys, I had posted it in Gabe's Telegram, and I think in Third Eye's Telegram. Shout out to Third Eye.
That's where, FYI, everyone. That's where MoonFeather and I squat. We squat in Slick Dissident Telegram and Third Eye Edify's Telegram, and
which is the best. Yeah, which is the best.
We clean up after ourselves. We leave it better than we showed up.
Right. Those are the most amazing 2 telegrams to be a part of. Absolutely. Gabriel's and Third Eyes. So so that night I had a dream, which is the wildest shit ever because I've never had a dream like this. So that I'm giving birth, right? And I'm in my old house in Brooklyn. And then, whatever it is, I eventually like push it out and I grab it with my hand. Then I'm like, what is this? And I look and it's something. I was like, Spirit, what is that? I didn't get like a scary feeling, nothing. Like, what is it? Right. So then I was like, oh my gosh. Spirit pointed to the reading of the air sign, because I'm a Gemini, of the dragon. So I was like, it would look like a winged dragon. And I was like, oh shit, that's wild. And I looked it up and it's basically an energy that, it signifies that people might not be ready for my ideals. Like there's a beast, I'm leveling up in such a way that people might not be ready for that type of energy. But it's, whatever. I took it. I was like, okay, I understand. But then when I'm ready to tell Ronin, I told him in our text, I said, Ronin, I had this crazy dream. It was either a winged dragon or maybe it was. And I'm telling you, at that very moment, I said, maybe it was just a fox bat, right? Y'all know how big fox bats are, right? Okay. So boom, later on, I go throughout my day, dun. And then the video, I posted the video on my YouTube because I wanted to show it tonight as well. So if you see it, it says the video says it's on my shorts and it says it's titled, I'll tell you the title right now. It says is that a bat? Okay, so it'll show our text messaging. And as I walk to go get some
messaging.
Huh?
Who's text messaging?
Yours and ours.
That's
It's cropped. It's cropped. It's cropped. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It just says very specific things.
Okay.
So,
we say a lot of big words in our chat.
We do. So then I was like, oh, I gotta get a package today. La 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 la. I'm walking to the thing. I go get my package and I walk back in the same direction. And I stopped to talk to a lady, say hi to her. She's just hanging out there, whatever. And then I'm talking to her and I'm just standing there. Hey, what's up? This and that, whatever. And I just happened to look down and it's a fucking bat on the floor. And I was like, no, this can't be. No. I took a picture and I sent it to Ronin. He's like, is that a bat? And I said, yeah. After I had told him, the dream, ha ha ha. And I had to even make a video. I went out and I made a live video and I went and I said, look, then I walked all the way. The video is posted. You know what I'm saying? I said, look, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. So remember when I when I do readings, right? Because I was like, okay, Spirit, that energy on the 7th, of everything that happened on the 10th came out in the reading. But at the same time, I read for the collective. How are some things significant towards me? Sometimes it resonates and sometimes it doesn't. I say it all the time to everyone, just take what resonates and just leave the rest, right? So in my culture, right? A lot of people who are into spirituality, into Santeria, any stuff like that, they're big. They love birds, or fishes, because they're a sign of just, of protection and things like that. And we firmly believe that if somebody throws us like some evil eye or some bad juju, whatever it is, the birds tend to get it. Okay, the birds or maybe the fishes. And it's like they take the sacrifice, which everybody knows in Santeria, they use a lot of animals as sacrifices, right? I don't do it and I don't condone it either, but the energy is there. And I was like, well, maybe that's just protection for me. I'm just saying, thinking out loud, right? So that was that. As far as the bat, that was like instant, just things instantly showing up in the energy, but I'm glad that I was able to share it, because if you don't speak, you don't share, then sometimes certain things could be a little bit too much. And usually with speaking these things, and we just talk on them, it'll probably make sense a little later. So yeah, that was a wild one.
Gabe, she dreamed. She saw a live bat on the sidewalk. It was furry, wings were broad. It was not alive.
Right.
No, it eventually died. Yeah, it eventually died.
Oh, did it? Oh, was it? Oh, I thought it was dead when you saw. Oh, okay.
No, it was. It seemed like it was sick or something, or it hit the wall. It hit the wall because I checked the mail every day. It wasn't there. So it happened between the 10th and the 11th. It might have been at night,
No, it was daylight. That picture was daylight. Gabriel.
Well, no, I'm saying from the night before.
So, Mooney, you're telling us you were getting bat signals right before the vigilante event?
Yeah,
that's right. Dude. Oh my gosh.
And Gabriel, before we continue, and I want to ask MoonFeather a serious question. I'm a male. I'm a man. I've never dreamt of giving birth. Like, is that a female? When you're in the dreamscape, do females dream of giving birth? I'm a man, and even I don't bring the ego with me. I don't bring the ego with me into my mental mansion dreamscape.
Maybe you never will. I'm not sure. I've never heard of a man
giving birth in their dreams.
No.
Okay, cool. So
maybe after Spaceballs came out, there were a few more man baby birth dreams.
Oh, puppies, a litter. Mooney. So I guess it's a female thing. You guys dream of having giving birth to the weirds, and you gave birth to a drake, dude.
It was wild. It was, but that's the first time that's ever happened. That's the first time. Other times it's been babies. I've given birth to babies, and that's just yeah, it's actual babies. Yeah.
Are they all like a regular color, or do they have different colors? Or I'm serious question. Do they come out blue, green? Or are they just regular, like whatever you're used to?
Regular babies. Okay. Regular cute babies. Yeah.
All right. So I interrupted Gabriel, but I had to know these things. Gabriel, please, my friend. I hope I didn't divert stuff.
No, that was wonderful. I love the that bat theme of like, not only do bats represent inversion because they sleep upside down, right? But they see in 360 purview. They can see around corners. Like when they look at a cube, they see every side of the cube. So we're using the word they can see, but we're kind of wrong. We're kind of cheating to describe their sensory experience. But I love that they that they have, and also they're using echolocation, right? So I just want to mention the word personality is an anagram for spirotonally, and you could say it's a made up word. It's just an anagram for personality. But I think when I imagine what a bat is doing when it flies around and observes space, I think of it as using spirotonality. It's sending out waves that come back to it. So those are just some things I think about. It's a very clairaudient symbol in the season for vigilantism. And I just want to make vigilantism not so provocative. It should not be so provocative. If we're going to move, if we're going to be,
vigilantes, I'm pro it.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, vigilantism is. I think it's. It's about to be unpacked in a fascinatingly apologetic light as we move out of Leviathan and into Behemoth, as we move out of mercantilism and into self-dependence. Vigilantism is totally on the table.
Keep going.
Well, MoonFeather, you said he's born on the 14th, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. That sparks one for me big time. as I tracked the Odysseus's journey through, I didn't do it. I don't get this credit. Other people have tracked Odysseus's journey through the Enneagrams. Those people did not use tarot cards. I did that. And so this card, number 14, is in the location in Odyssey, the Odyssey, where Circe lives. Charlie Kirk's name is Circe. It's double church. It's double speak. It's split tongue. Codex by Parius.
And to add, my friend, 17. Lots of numbers related to his name, related to the events around this, and it is hard to consider that as a coincidence.
Silicon Valley, number 14. Also, the origin of the Dome is a crazy city that sounds a lot like Silicon. It's like,
I like the fire and ice on both sides.
Yeah.
The red and white on both sides.
And so, yeah, Circe in the Odyssey, she is greedy. She's number 5 personality type, as an observer, or a sometimes called a creative, with a shadow of avarice or greed. They have a very lively internal landscape, but they have a hard time sharing it with the world. So they keep things to themselves, but it's mostly by virtue of not having an output. And so they make great artists because they're wealthy within. But this is also how greed works. You know, this is avarice. This is greed in all of its forms. So yeah, Charlie Kirk pings really heavy because his name is basically Circe. And you're telling me his date is the 14th, and this is the card for Circe.
So let me ask you two legends right now. Do you feel any sort of energy drainage, pull, undertow to this particular week, this happenings of, you know, is this something you guys know what I mean, right? Is it taking away some loosh of yours? If it costs too much loosh, if it costs any loosh, the price is too high.
Well, I think it's doing what it's doing, and we're seeing it on the news, right, Gabe? Like the left is just enjoying it, they're loving it, and then but we're seeing such a disgusting side of humanity too, and but that isn't that what they want? Isn't that they, it isn't what they feed off of? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big time. I myself, I do a splendid job of taking none of this personally. Right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And in fact, I'm blazing trails on my own path, so none of this is phasing me. But I do recognize the emotional tethers that so many people share, and it breaks my heart when somebody's hero is dragged through the mud and turned into historical blame trigger. So yeah, it is intense, but I'm not taking it personal. I got a lot of hope and a lot of faith.
Right. Exactly. Likewise.
And also something I do is I sublimated, right? Kind of like I opened with. I sublimate this artistic installation into the zeitgeist of man. And Ronin, would you mind if I do some screen share and bring out some of the slick, distant artistic expressions?
100%. If you share it on StreamYard, I will. That's the easy button click away.
All right. Give me 1 second.
MoonFeather was trying to get me. She wanted me to log in somewhere, download something, get authenticated, transfer it. She wanted me, and then mail it, and then I was like, dude, I can't.
Dude, all you have to do is press play.
And I was giving you rah-rah speeches all day, and then you're like, oh, okay. I'm like, dude, I can't do anything right now. I did everything I could before the show. Oh my gosh, my cat Ashley, you all right, darling? Oh, she like fell out of the window. Yo, so much love, powerful times. Slick's getting ready to share. MoonFeather is not done, but I don't know about you guys if you guys received, but that was some powerful stuff. I'm telling you. Yeah, I feel like we were underwhelming MoonFeather because it's still fire. We have so much. We have so much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Share this with your friends, y'all. You know, where you give that energy, support the underground. If it ain't growing, it's dying. I mean, you got to share this stuff out here, guys. We're doing it for the love. We're doing not, support us, support the underground. We're the realest cats out here, dude, doing it for the right reasons. Anything that happens beyond that is a bonus and just a symptom of the beautiful blessings. You know what I mean, folks? So
Amen to that.
Amen to that. Well said, brother. All right. I'm going to take y'all into the Slick Dissident gallery of dangerous ideas. And
keep your arms in the ride
at all times, right?
Now, is this coming up? Let me see. Hold on. Is it a white screen right now? Oh,
yes, it's a white screen.
Like folks, they might have jammed the Slick game.
It's not easy, right?
they might be jamming the Slick game, y'all.
Are they jamming us right now? I mean,
listen, that's what they're doing tonight. Slick, that's the only answer because come on, we've been fine. I've been great with the audio and other shows, and then out of all days today, but that ain't gonna stop me.
Yeah, all right, y'all. Let's do this. Ronin, you, my brother, are one of the few people in the world with the keys to the Neo Chrono Codexicon.
Okay, well, guys,
jump on in there and I'll steer you.
Okay.
Yeah, very few people realize Ronin has the backstage pass, y'all. He gets to peek into this gallery whenever he pleases.
And you'll never get it from me, folks. You can lock me up under the jail. You will never get a hacker's admission. But I'll find it. Can we get some elevator music while I'm looking for this? Neo Crow, no, get out of here. Okay. Hold on. Let me. I have your other slide up as well, actually.
Yeah, that's a good one to start with if you want to pop that first. That's definitely.
Okay. Oh, I got it. It's working great. Here we go. Gonna share, everyone. Where's the share button?
I love that we were already set up to dodge the cramping of our style tonight. Yeah. All right. This is far out. This came upon my radar this morning. I'm looking at the repeat trigger phrase of rooftop gunman. Turns out Wells, Orson Welles was a rooftop gunman in the World War II, I think. He went to Barcelona and signed up to put his pin away and take up a rifle against fascism. So rooftop gunman and homage to Catalan is some ancient inside baseball. But anyway, so rooftop gunman has quite a few anagrams in it. Always has. Every time you use this word, all of these anagrams were in play. And it is fascinating how many are saying so much. The megaphone to Ferno. Megaphone Tiferno. You forgotten map. You forgotten map. And forgo not a pun.
Not a pun.
Forgo not a pun. And my favorite one is up in top in the green. I have to, in Greek words, the H's disappear. And so oftentimes you will see words that begin with a vowel. They're actually harboring a hidden H. It's been dissolved over time. And so any time at any point, it's like Wheel of Fortune. You can just buy an H with for free. Anywhere,
yeah, they can't get a full
anywhere.
8, but they can't get a full 8, but they'll hack it with half an H. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's right. So foghorn phantom is an anagram. Every time you said rooftop gunman, you were also saying foghorn phantom.
Mm.
And then one more thing, I learned that I was listening to a very obscure channel about the word microphone in many
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, this is nuts. Oh, yeah. Look at you bringing it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's getting good. It's getting good. Okay. So, microphone is a new word, it's a new innovation. But there's a fun thing when a new invention comes on, it's kind of informative to see how different cultures onboard the word. And so, the word microphone in different languages sounds just slightly different, but there's one Iberian dialect in which the word microphone is pronounced Marquis du Sade. Marquis du Sade. And that is profound beyond words because Marquis de Sade was locked up in the Bastille and he took a piss pipe and used it as a megaphone to foment the riots of the burning of the Bastille. So he used the piss pipe innovation of a megaphone to say they're slaughtering everybody, you got to come save us. And then the rabble came and set the building on fire that he would have escaped, but they relocated him. So
Was this 1700s French Renaissance or no, like around the time?
French Revolution, so 17s, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And then and so yeah, the megaphone and the microphone are essentially his namesake, his invention, his brainchild, and we still say microphone. And I love that word, by the way. It's a very cool word, but it's got a lot of tricky anagrams in there, just in the word microphone. Something I forget all of them, but it's a lot about like get yourself in trouble. A lot of the anagrams are like, if you use this thing, expect to get in trouble. The microphone. So yeah, Charlie Kirk.
It's powerful.
What's that?
It is a powerful tool.
Big time.
Stand-up comedians have learned never give up the microphone to someone in the crowd, especially like a drunk heckler is like, let me tell you. He's like, no. I'll say what you're saying and then I'll respond. You do not take this mic from me on top of my stage. And that is a well-known thing among that crew that uses
Yeah, it's a rule, right? Mm-hmm.
It's a rule that you use among microphone users in front of live people.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, the microphone, I'm coming to realize, and like we mentioned earlier, MoonFeather, when you realized his life path number was a 1, that took me off my seat because the first muse in the symposium is the muse of rhetoric, the muse of eloquent speeches and moving a crowd, emotionally moving the crowd. She's got sharp elbows. Get it? So
Yep.
that's the muse of number 1. And Charlie Kirk was a master rhetorician, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also, what did I say earlier in a voicemail about sharpening my elbows tonight?
Yeah.
What did I say? And he brings it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do my best to not. I'm not going to elbow my
way in. Yeah, you said it.
I will not sharpen my elbows for tonight to get my slick. Get out. Come on.
I love it. Yeah. So the first muse is polyhymnia. The 5th muse is the muse of tragedy. So that's very fascinating. But yeah, because he became a tragedy. But then in this graphic, I don't know, a lot of people might have been busy, but the Chumpster's response was completely AI generated. So if you thought the auto pen was an insult, no, you were wrong. The auto pen was the lubrication.
Wow.
Auto pen was the lubrication. And right now, this AI video is doing hand signals with disappearing digits.
What?
The pinky finger disappears while he's talking, just like he broke a Yakuza promise, like he broke a Akuza promise. His pinky just disappears. It flips into the hand like it.
Oh, I didn't see that. What?
And then the other fingers on his. So okay, so now we know this is not only is this not real. I mean, not only is it not real, it's injecting something else on a high level of communication. So I watch his hands, It's on, y'all. It's totally on. He's working us in these incredible micro. It's not even he. See, look how I did it. I slipped up. It is working us on these micro level of minutia. And so the hand, the little twitches to the hand are actually highlighting the words of his speech, of its speech. See, it's so tricky to accidentally humanize what is fucking with us. You know, my language accidentally says he or she, and that's not what I'm talking about here. We are up against this machine on a level that a lot of people are still sucking the tit of the comfort blanket to not
Yep.
believe how far in the future we have been for a long time. So
Mm.
yeah, so the hand signals and the gesturing and the ability to communicate with silently and with no receipts. When somebody speaks in sign language, there's no receipts unless it's caught on camera, right? So in the shooting, there's this guy next to Kirk, and he's doing baseball signals, and it's so obvious, especially to sports enthusiasts. It's absolutely undeniable if you're a sports enthusiast. However, it is deniable because it's not official language. He's just touching his hat twice. Well, that looks like a baseball signal. There ain't no baseball game, right? There ain't no baseball game, so it's plausible deniability to the utmost. And then I've seen this in a thousand other things, that they are actually pantomiming language into the
Mm.
blocking of these events. And so that graphic has Deadpool, the very first episode ever, where he's shooting down on a Tyrannosaurus that's attacking the city, and it's an amalgam of a Katsushika Hokusai painting of a volcano about to erupt. And so that was why the Deadpool was juxtaposed against the Japanese print in that graphic.
Gabe, forgive me. I just want to go back to the video, because have not seen the video of what you were talking about Trump's hand. We're talking about his hand, right?
He's
You saw that in the video, and which finger was it that disappeared?
his pinky finger, it flips up and disappears. It just disappears, and then the knuckle disappears. And then all of a sudden he's just got 5 fingers again. It's like a 6th finger slipped up under his hand. But all of the presidents fuck with the 6-finger thing, y'all. Look at all the paintings. Look at Obama. He's got a painting of him. He's pointing at the painter, and he's got an extra digit. And then you go and you look at the Bill Clinton with the blue dress. Nobody sees the extra digits. Nobody sees these extra digits, but they do it all the time.
Right. So that pinky was missing. You said it was going in and out.
It went out. It disappeared. It would look like it was like it just like flipped up into his hand, just like a talon, like a talon.
Did you know that the pinky is connected as far as palmistry goes? It's about, the pinky signifies communication, intellect. It's like a business acumen, and it's also related to Mercury. And that dude is a Gemini.
Bingo. Shoot, they might have been telling us they're telling it. Oh, whoa. That kind of says there's no chump here. Chump's not here. That's kind of right.
Yeah, and that's coming. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy right now.
and I just want to talk about the teachable moment too.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
No. Also as well, because it is crazy because we're all so many people are raw and open in the teachable moment. I think we've actually been conditioned to have longer and longer teachable moment windows, starting with 9/11, and now we got probably maybe a week-long teachable moment instilled into the zeitgeist. But yeah, there is a lot going on. And for them to launch the AI chump, I just want to point out, for the AI chump, we already saw the boom mic, and we've probably been looking at the AI chump forever. But for this one to tip the hand, to be so transparent and so obvious, undeniably, I just want to point at the fact that it's the most disingenuous possible delivery, because it's from a tragedy. It's a president addressing a tragedy of epic proportions and the disingenuousness of using AI for that purpose, it tells you there is nothing they will stop at.
Hmm.
If they're starting with him addressing this tragedy and using a disingenuous AI, that tells you there is nothing they will stop at.
That's right.
These harbingers they will share a message in openness and literally say, you should probably kill them. I've heard that snuck in, like on your like traditional old school, like NBC, ABC, you know, those types of things and clips. I was like, yo, that's wild, yo. Yeah.
That also happened today on the morning news. Let me get the guy's name. On the morning news,
please.
they're talking about rounding up the homeless. And
Wait, yes, you posted that.
Kill them.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's what I think. That's the vid I was talking about. Just put them down. You know, just end them. He said kill them. It was super aggressive. The language.
And it's important. Like, I know that everybody likes to think of these as separate events, but they stack them on purpose, y'all. They're interworking. These are all
Right.
interworking events. So everything that happens today is today's teachable lesson. And you think it's on a different channel? No, you're just getting your full picture in fragments. But Ronin, I sent you a graphic I made, and it turns out this guy's name, it gives up the game. You know, he's a Fox News anchor. His name is Brian Kilmeade. Brain Kill MAID is the name of the assisted suicide program in Canada. So his name is a billboard for what he's selling. And the way that it slipped into the conversation, Ronin, it was so sly. The one main speaker, she's like, yeah, we should do this, that, and the other for the homeless. And it could get really more and more desperate measures. And then he just kind of says, yeah, you're so right. You know, or we could just give him the lethal injection. And then the next lady just jumps on the conversation and it just goes under the rug. It just goes under the rug. But the subtleness of his delivery is magnified so intensely by how unacknowledged it was. That is how the subliminal works. The more subtle, the more dismissible, the deeper access it has in the psyche. And so today, this dude announced that we're going to just start injecting the homeless, the unemployed. And so I looked up the MAID, and I highlighted the terms eligibility criteria and undergoing. The language is, we're in like Orwellian quadruple speak. So this process typically involves meeting specific eligibility criteria and undergoing assessments to ensure informed consent and understanding of the decision. Sweat sessions. That's all I see. I see sweat sessions when I read that.
Just a reminder, names are titles, everyone. Just to remind everyone of that.
Yeah, buddy. Yep.
Enemy.
Name. Enemy. Your name is your own worst enemy.
Yeah. Your name is your own worst enemy, folks. And it's also a blessing too. I mean, depending on what your name is. Oh man, can you adjust course? I think who's beyond redemption? You know, I think some of the regular just beings walking around are but then MoonFeather and I talk about and know about a lot of cats are NPCs, and we're not trying to be derogatory, but we are like, dude, people just operate on firmware. I've always called it firmware or malware, I should say, or someone else's firmware that directs your programming and installs the scripts that you should be operating of, you know. A lot of us are we're not to deny the flesh, but we're like, show a little discipline, right? You know what I mean? I like my treats, if you will, but I'm not going to sit and eat like a whole pack of cookies. I'll get my fix. I'll eat two and stay light. So we know what's going on, folks, out here. And we're just demonstrating there's people that are sinister. That the more you know, the more you're aware, and you see this is magi versus magi, wizard versus midget, wizard, player versus player. You know, they're no more powerful than you are, and you can also this is where I get real wild. They have their goons and pawns. What if I acquire my own goons and pawns? And I step away and I'm just pressing the buttons and directing, just like them. Player versus player, but from a distance. Imagine using pawns with a claw and pushing the pawns across the board with a claw. With a paw, I should say. A paw. Imagine that. Dare I? But I was born from such simple means, right? Well, this is the channel where is all about empowerment. I was born so flipping wealthy. You have no idea. And until I uncovered and dug myself out of the mounds piled on top of me to weigh me down and take away from my power, once I was able to move up above that, I go, oh, y'all don't know better than me. You're illusionists. You're not even powerful. You use the paw to direct. You're not smarter than me. You're not a better programmer than me. Guess what? All the insert your archons of some kind, right? Because no one arcs over me. I've already broke the firmament. I've shattered the firm mind. Seriously, I'm unstoppable, and there are obstacles. And I will always figure out. I will never stop flowing like water. You put up a boulder in front of my flow. Eventually, I will get through that, and eventually I will flow and find level and find balance. What's life without a balance? And it might seem like goofy hippie talk, but I literally mean like everything that I say right now. You know, I'm here. I have the tools that I have. I will not regret not using all of my tools before I transition. Shout out Miyamoto Musashi, Book of the Five Rings. Imagine getting wrecked without deploying all of your tools. That's all I'm trying to do out here, guys. That's all I'm trying to do out here. You know? So,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you've seen the Venus's spirographic pentagram with 5 rings on every petal.
5 rings. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. That's powerful. So I shot you a few more graphics just
Y'all are
straight
making
to
me
you.
work tonight, dude. I'm trying to sit back. All right, let me open it back up. I got it. I got it. Oh my gosh.
Yep. So I've been making this claim, and every time I test it, I can't disprove myself. Every time I endeavor into the idea that all of our damn cartoons, every damn cartoon is a tarot card, the whole thing, every single time. And I'm asking myself, why is it that every damn cartoon it falls into a tarot system? And I'm like, oh, well, because it's a hermetically sealed, intact system. It can be self-referential. It can be, it has consistency. This is the power of order. And what is the company name that has brought so many of these toys into our purview to make these implements set in like a tizedi, like a desiree, like a fish hook in the cheek? Well, the name of the company is Hasbro. Hasbro brought us so many toys from our childhood. And also, the Israeli propaganda machine is called Hasbro. It's the same damn word.
Mm-hmm.
And so when South Park turned their characters into superheroes, it actually tipped the hand of the artist. This is they were making caricatures of caricatures, and in doing so, the base code was exposed. And so essentially, when South Park did this episode of Everybody's a Superhero, sure enough, I was able to very soundly identify the base code of each one of the characters. And I can do this with My Little Pony. I can do this with G.I. Joe. I can do this with Transformers. I can do this all day long. Wizard of Oz, you name it. It's in all of it. But when we
shout out beige
Shout out.
Power Ranger. Shout out to the beige Power Ranger. Anyway, go ahead. Shout out beige.
And shout out to the Wizard of Oz, and you're gonna know why. Go ahead.
Right.
And shout out to this slide. I love this slide. I looked at it earlier today, and I went level by level, and I really love this slide. It really connects with my the nerd bone that connects to my heart bone.
Yeah, bro. You know, I'm gonna make this a little personal, and I'm gonna make this a lot of personal. So one of my lifelong dreams was accomplished in South Park, Colorado, the namesake of this fictional fantasy that seems to have so much predictive value. And the lifelong ambition that I was able to fulfill in South Park, Colorado, was a padded assailant bullet man predator. And it is so fascinating that I myself was running through scenario-based training in the namesake of this cartoon. So yeah, it hits real close to home for yours truly, the South Park aspecting. And then can you go up to the Dungeons and Dragons one, Ronin?
Ooh, D&D.
Yeah, but oh, this is good. Donald Trump is an anagram for an old damp turd. Isn't that funny? That is too funny. Hold on. Looks like my battery's about to go. 1 second, y'all.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the one that you were referencing. Did you say Dragon Ball Z? Let me see.
No, Dungeons and Dragons. And there's a couple, but maybe the one with all the kids in one.
I see Ozzy Osbourne on that one. I don't see the rooftop one. Huh?
It's the top left in the group.
In the group. Oh man.
That picture is bonkers. Shout out to Tank Girl, y'all, who's going to be Harley Quinn.
I don't know if this is it.
No. Here, I'll just resend it. It'll be the most fresh.
Okay, fresh off the Dissident presses, everyone.
All right,
here we go.
So yeah, I even went back to the old Dungeons and Dragons. Y'all remember this cartoon?
I worshipped it.
They had a cartoon. I missed the cartoon, dude.
No.
It was next level. MoonFeather, I'm going to send you a link to a little breakdown on the show. I think.
Please.
Really, yeah. There's the theory that they were the whole show was essentially a purgatorio, that they're in in purgatory, and
yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there's something inappropriate, I think, in this breakdown that I agree with, and that is that their protagonist helper, this little hierophant short dude,
mm-hmm.
he constantly,
which I really didn't like. I didn't like his vibe.
Ain't that the thing? You already know. You don't need to watch anything, MoonFeather. You already got it.
Don't believe it, dude.
Something's going on where we're looking back at our childhood and we're like, wait a second. The teacher, the instructor, the protagonist was all along, much like Yoda. Go look up the theory that Yoda is evil. Go look it up because there's a case to be made.
Out of all the characters on this, which one would you consider yourself to most relate?
Oh, I was always the chick with the staff. What was her name? Tiva?
Of course you're gonna choose her, dude.
Yeah.
Which one's Gabriel?
You know, I probably thought I was the archer, but I've grown into the wizard.
The wizard. Ooh, yeah. The poor wizard. Like he'd always try to get things, but everything he would do would eventually be everything on time. He was still working it out, like all of us are. He was still working it out.
Every ranger eventually becomes a wizard and chills out and goes,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta hang up your bow and your spurs every once at some point. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I loved uni. I loved uni.
Yeah, uni was great. You know, uni's on the tarot cards. Uni, there's a Monosaurus constellation in the heavens, but the uni is going to definitely be strangely not it's not on the Fool card. Like, you know, all Fool cards have the dog by their side, like a mascot.
Yes, right.
And yeah, I'm thinking Mooney is on the Magi card in the Thoth deck, and it's that monkey behind the Magi who's kind of coming along. And if you look at the Magi card, it's you see how I have the Magi card in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it. Yeah, the Mooney.
Yeah,
Mooney is the monkey behind that character on the card.
Mooney or uni?
Or uni. That's it. I'm sorry, uni. Its name is uni. Totally.
Mooney. One.
Look, Mooney gets into your head. Ronin has said before.
Oh, you're always like, I'm gonna show everyone my full moon tonight. You never deliver.
So Ronin, can you show the next one? The one that has the car. Every single episode they run you through the montage in the beginning.
Prepare me. If you guys get me in prep mode, hold on a second, guys.
Oh, wait. I'm going to resend it too. I think I need to resend.
Did it not work? I still have. Oh, here we go. I got you.
Okay. All right.
And I was going to say something. Mooney, help me out. I was literally going to say something. You guys switched up on me.
Montage, the intro.
Did I get into your head?
No, you threw me off because y'all are putting me to work tonight. I was going to say something, bro. I was going to ask a brilliant question.
It'll come back.
About Uni the unicorn? Which tarot card? Which tarot card are you, Ronin?
That's a good question.
Dungeons and Dragons.
MoonFeather, his tarot. He mentioned. Oh, I got it. Thank you, Slick. Thank you so much, my friend. So much love. Anecdotal, but I was in Lakeshore, Florida for work. All right. And I was like, I like to get I like to treat myself to a latte. And no, I don't go to the Bucks. I go to family. I want some original connection experience, right? Walk into a place, boom, give me a latte, sweet. Here's $5. Here's $1. Here's $6. I walk around the block. I see a bookstore. And it's got all the cool, I'm like, everything y'all are advertising, you're speaking my language. Let's go in the door, ring the bell as we walk in. I look around. MoonFeather, you actually remember this because we recorded that night. I walk around, I find an old reprint copy of George St. Germain from the 80s. Among a bunch of new books. I don't want a new book. I'm looking for a treasure. I find St. Germain book from like early 1900s. It was a reprint, but not like something printed recently. Okay, cool. I buy it. Super tall dude, super long hair. And I was like, this is the book. He's like, that's going to change your life. I said, we'll find out. We leave. We do a show. The name of the bookstore was The Dancing Elephants.
Whoa.
Longo Narco and his brother, that's their bookstore.
Oh, shite.
I grabbed the Thoth deck because I was like, I also want a deck. Gabriel was saying so much about Thoth deck. I grabbed it and walked up with the book. And he said, well, that deck is like $500+ I was like, oh, okay, well. forego the deck. I wasn't like prepared for that at that moment, but I'll buy a $20, $30 book, you know. So I left the Thoth deck there with them, and I had no idea that that bookstore was their bookstore.
That's wild.
That is
So
totally wild.
Slick mentioning Thoth and your thoughts, like I tried to buy. Anyway, you guys get it.
Yeah, you know, Ronan,
So random.
that's all good. You know, it's probably. I wonder if they were saving you. I'm gonna put something out. I think they were stopping you from buying your own tarot deck. A lot of people believe that you're the best tarot decks. I'm not saying this is the only way to do it.
I was trying to be cool.
Well, the best tarot decks are said to be gifted to you from someone, given from someone else's volition onto you. And so, and that might be also another way of saying that tarot decks are best as gifts for others, right?
I believe that way with mushies, just throwing it out there.
Yeah, good policy, real good policy. And then, you know, there is a power dynamic flip in the provenance of this deck. And that is that Lady Frida Harris paid Crowley to tell her what to do. That's not how most tarot decks are commissioned. A commission should have been Crowley paying her, but the whole thing is flipped. This inversion, it's a thing for them, right? So I just want everybody to know, and I think this is probably the most important part of this Dungeons and Dragons and WTF with every cartoon Hasbro up from the Hesborough, and that is Enterprise of Machiavelli.
You know,
Machiavelli's enterprise does not translate into the word enterprise when you pronounce it in English. The Machiavellian enterprise is pronounced impresa, mia impresa. And so the Empress card is Cassiopeia in the heavens. Cassiopeia is in the shape of the letter 3 or the Greek letter E. When you make a Greek E, it's also the letter 3. And no matter which way you flip Cassiopeia, she looks like a 3 or an E. And guess what? E is the number 5, and 5 is the third prime number. So this meta layer of what the Empress card is quite profound, because Machiavelli is also preserving the Merovingian influence on history. And that is immortalized in Cassiopeia's biography. She was seduced by Neptune on the shores. And so Cassiopeia, this number 3, looks like the letter E, number 5, third prime number. She is the matriarch of the Merovingians, the Marvelvingians.
What's her name again?
Cassiopeia. It's a constellation, but she's the wife.
Cassiopeia. And by the way, Luz, I'm reaching here. Pia. I've heard from a African person who spoke French who said Pia meant like pale without a soul. And that is not in relation to any colors in the crayon book or swatches at Home Depot. That is merely a description of one's character.
Wow.
So Pia is it doesn't mean a color of any kind. It's literally, do you have a soul or are you soulless? And are you cool or are you you know what?
Wow.
For real. And by the way, Stacy, I never rock with that dude, Narco Longo. I tried because I like to come into the playground friendly, like, hey guys. But that dude, and I don't know if his felt anyway. I pivoted, and I don't need anyone but my friends and family right now. Y'all listening? Like
Florida's getting clicky, y'all.
But I love Florida.
Clicked up.
Listen, I got some people. I got some real ones in Florida, Gabe. Like real, like those, like resistors, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And they're about that life, and they are in Florida, but also they're amongst lots of chaos spirits. It's such a beautiful the beach, man. I go to I'm still in America, and I drive down. I go to the sands of Florida, whether it's in the Panhandle down all the way around to Jacksonville. It feels so good. The grounding. The walking to the beach every day, or drive max 20 minutes to a beach, to ground at 8 in the morning, get back home by 8:45 and go do whatever it is you're trying to do. Like, that's in America. And there's no rules as long as you're cool. So Florida is truly, truly, truly amazing. But to the individual, there's individuals, right? We're all wrong. You know, you're all, the oneness thing is a slight scam. Be careful who you're rocking oneness with, and they might not have souls. They might be whatever. But, you know, they might consider themselves empaths. Beware of empaths. Empathy, I've heard people actually criticize it as a trap. So just beware of these. You're trying to,
you know, I got something on empaths.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But one of the homie, remember, Brandon Thomas spoke about this like 2 years ago. That dude is the head of the game. Brandon Thomas. He's a, what's the name of his show? He's a good dude. He's a real one.
Rings familiar to me.
He's in our tourist field, Slick. But
okay. Oh yeah, Brandon Thomas. Dude. Yeah.
Did you see that?
He's my spirit animal. Yeah.
Did you watch that?
Yeah, he's awesome.
When he came on 2 years ago. Did you catch it? I removed it.
No, but let's drum it back up again, because that I love it.
I'll share it with you tomorrow. But MoonFeather, this is what happened, right? She was here. I did my spiel and I said, "Hey, Brandon Thomas, what's up?" He said something along the lines. He was like, "Hey, blah blah blah, happy to be here, man." And I said, "Yeah, what do you think about this realm? Is it a prison or a paradise? What's in the mindset?" And then he went to talk for 2 hours straight by himself. No interruptions. No interruptions. And crushed for 2 gazillion hours straight. Cymatics. We're doing everything.
Praise Polyhymnia.
He's a real one. And so, man, oh gosh, forgive me, guys. You reminded me of something he said in relation to it doesn't matter. Who cares? I don't care.
Okay. Yeah, the Enterprise. Oh, Ethiopia, Cassiopeia, empathy. That's it. Empathy.
Oh,
too much empathy.
Okay. I'm sorry. That started that little detour. Forget. We're back on track. Thank you, Gabriel. MoonFeather knows I have problems, like sometimes because it's so much. My whiteboard is only so big. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that Jim Carrey from the movie 23, and he's writing on everything. I'm not on that yet, but I am on Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, trying to figure out conspiracies with strings tied to the day. You know. Anyway, we're having a good time. Thank you, guys.
No, you're doing great. Honestly, you're doing great.
MoonFeather, I want to ask you a question. If you were to ask Gabriel one question, what would it be?
Oh my gosh, what would it be? Lord have mercy. I would really have to think about that. I'm not sure. Not that I'm not sure, but I would have to just sit with it. Honestly, I would have to sit with that.
Take a breath right now. And Gabriel's, he's family, you know, he's cool. We're cool. We're good, right? And you're sitting there as MoonFeather as yourself, and you're like, man, you know what? I would really like to ask Gabriel this one question and just see what happens. What question would that? You just want to ask? You're like, Gabriel, I just want to ask you one question. Bam. What would that be? Or is it a thing? Or no? Yes, no.
No, I mean, I guess. But actually, you know what? I have 2 questions now that I think about it. So the first question is, it's funny because I think it might actually play into a lot of the things that we've been talking about, and something that you know, I'm gonna share with you guys in just in a little bit. But have you ever gotten confirmation of a time where, well, we've never really spoke about this particular topic about you existing in other realities, because I have the belief that there are certain dreams that we have that we visit different places. Some dreams are messages for others, like we play, like, the messenger. Some dreams reflect on the 3D here, so it's just messages on what we're living in the actual 3D. But there are dreams where we are living, in another reality, another version of ourselves. So have you ever gotten confirmation of that with you, and that you've, like, have lived in a different, or you've lived a different life, or or have you ever visited that? You get the question.
Yeah, it's a good question. I actually have quite a few answers in that. I have had experiences that point to uh, past lives. I've had experiences that kind of point to future lives screaming
Mm,
backwards to me.
mm-hmm,
You know,
mm-hmm,
yeah,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
that
Okay.
that kind of seems to be new, that the future is screaming backwards. But then, and and I love reincarnation. I love reincarnation. Always have. I always have. But
Mm-hmm.
as I grow older, I start to see reincarnation has served as a comfort blanket, whether it's true or not. I'm not saying
Mm,
whether it's true or not. I'm saying
mm.
I've been taking it as a granted, as a comfort blanket, and I'm more mature now. And I'm like, you know what? I should be taking that blanket off more often. You know, I should be living as though this is the only shot I got. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
so I lean into that Nietzschean eternal return mentality
Right.
because it's uh, pragmatic to live as though this is all you got.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
There's an important lesson in that. Yes,
yep,
absolutely.
and that way of living is not for the youth. The youth,
Right.
they
Right.
should be operating like they can squander it. And
Mm,
so
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's not my place to take away the comfort blanket of people who are into some investment beyond. And
Right.
and I should be careful how much I tell everybody how great it is to just live in the now for now's sake. I should be careful with that mentality
Yeah.
because it's
What do
not.
you guys think of this comment from Lauren based on what you guys are talking about related? Do you only dream in retrospect in past things, like whatever's, or do I won't add to it. Most of my confirmations that I have dreams of are almost always in retrospect. What do you two think about that
Mm-mm.
personally?
No, I don't know, unless if the dream is specifically about something in my past, like an ex shows up, something like that. Yes. But there's other times where I'm living a whole freaking movie and I don't know where is that timeline. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm saying. And this is what's been coming through lately. And I'm getting like little confirmations here and there.
Moons, can you fly in your dreams if you tried?
Oh yeah, I've been doing it lately. Yeah.
For
Yeah, I've been doing it lately.
real?
It's wild.
Are
Yeah.
you gliding? Are you flying? Or
No,
are you
I'm
just
not.
gliding
Listen,
like
no,
a or
I'm not even playing. I'm not even
what
playing.
are those
Like I think
squirrels called? Those flying squirrels? Are they just called flying squirrels, or what are they called?
no, they're not flying squirrels. It's
Damn.
the craziest thing. Quick
You a
dream.
flying squirrel? Or are you a superhero flying and going
No,
gliding?
it's superhero type of stuff. It's real superhero
Mm,
type of stuff. So
nice.
check this out real quick, real quick. I'll tell you the and
No,
I think I told
not
you, but
real
you
quick.
forgot.
Not real quick. Take your time. I want to
You
hear
for no, but no, seriously. So I'm like in a city somewhere, and I'm supposedly with these two guys, but I know one, but the second one I'm not interacting with, which it's giving me it's raised the question of remote viewing. Like, who is this person and why were they there? Why were I not interacting, but why were they there? But anyway, that's another story. So there was a blackout, right? And I had to go back into this big high-rise building that I lived with this person, with this dude, right? And we had to go in and get some important papers. He's like, oh, I'll go get it. I'm like, you sure? Yeah. So he goes up. I'm going to tell you, like, I don't know, like 100 stories, mad tall. So he's taking a little bit too long. And I was like, you know what? Let me go in. And it's an uneasy
Are you
feeling
guys
because
taking the stairs? Did you walk up the stairs?
I have no idea. I think we did. So then when I
Wait,
go in, like,
is the building dangerous? Is it like on fire or something?
no, it's not. No, it's not on
Okay.
fire. No,
Okay.
Okay,
but
at the
but they
moment,
are.
the structure. At the moment, the structure seems fine.
It's just, yeah, it's just a blackout, you know. But then I go
Oh, but
as
it's dark, Gabe. But the lights are out. That's a thing. Continue, MoonFeather. We'll analyze this later.
right. That's later. So then I'm going up through this building, but then there's unsavory characters in there that were kind of like zombie-ish, kind of. You know, I kind of had to avoid them. So I get to the apartment. And the dude is there. He's like, oh, I wasn't sure which papers. Was it this one? Was it the other one? I was like, both of them, just whatever. We'll take everything. I said, well, we can't go back downstairs because there's people, you know, that are just, we're going to be in trouble if we go back downstairs. We're going to have to make a jump for it. He goes, jump for it. I was like, yeah, we're going to have to make a jump for it off the roof. He's like, but I can't fly. I was like, don't worry. I got you. We get to the roof and we do a run jump. I didn't even think about it. And we do a run jump. We fly off. We do a freaking swan dive up, but the dude can't fly. So then I just grab him. I grab him and then like I throw him up in the air and then he finally could fly. And then I'm just flying together with him to go meet some other people, Vibe Tribe people that like have the same type of power. So that was just weird. But anyway. So what timeline was that? I don't know. I have no idea. Somewhere I could fly.
You know, with feathers in your name, you better be able to fly, girl.
Yeah, right? Oh my God.
Remember the name.
Yeah.
Remember the name.
The name. Exactly.
So Gabriel,
Exactly.
so it's funny, my friends. I so much love. I asked Gabriel. No, I asked MoonFeather what question would he want to ask Gabe, and that led to a lot of really cool stuff that I think actually was helpful to MoonFeather. Before I go to Gabriel, Gabe, hold on. You're gonna love this. MoonFeather, when you're having your dream boat, what's can you describe to us your male counterpart, buddy?
Oh,
dream
this
boat?
question always comes up. Lord have mercy.
Describe to us, darling, please. You're among friends.
I don't even know. Like, honestly, I don't know. He doesn't reveal his face.
Is he look like a Bradley Cooper? You know, kind of like a white dude, hair, like a James Bond type of guy.
No, I don't know. Like,
No?
it's weird. It's weird. I never see their face really.
Not a Viking dude, not a.
Nah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just curious.
Nah.
Okay, I had to ask MoonFeather, and we will dig. Well, we're not gonna dig too hard right now, but later we'll pick this up later. But my question to Gabriel, with all that said, if you were to ask Mooney one question, what would it be, my friend?
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wow.
You had one to ask to MoonFeather.
Putting him on the spot too. Oh, that's
Ooh.
interesting.
What is it as a mother to have material appendages walking around in the world that are fully from your body? Like, I know that humanity is a prosthetic race. But
Mhm.
that is an empty word to me. The only prosthetic I can plug in from my experience is the placenta. And I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, the placenta is the prosthetic. And I'm like, wait, but if I was a woman, there's another answer here. There's another prosthetic. And that's the children that crawled out of you. And they're running around. And you're that much more vulnerable, Moonfeather.
Yeah.
You have that many more of yourself that you're attached to.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here saying, where's my placenta? And you got babies that are also you out there in the world. What is that about? What is that about?
Gabe, imagine pregnant dreams with other beings happening. Get out of here. Go ahead, MoonFeather. Let me
Yeah.
mute. I'm going to mute for a very long time right now.
Same.
Well, thank you for the question. It's extremely, that's a very deep and spiritual uh feeling to have, because when you start when I started waking up out of the simulation, you know, coming to see the world for what it is, you know, you wonder how that's going to affect your children, because they've been in charge to me, they're under my care, and evidently, they grow and they get older. One thing definitely you worry about is when they do get older, because mothers just don't have the control, and you pray that they you know make good decisions, but it's an undescribable feeling, honestly, that connection, because I dreamt of them even before coming here. I dreamt of my oldest before he was ever born, so it's beyond this 3D, that connection. And
with no kids,
and
you dreamt up your first. You
yes,
dreamt
my
up a
first one,
child
yes.
before you had one.
Yes, right, exactly. Yeah,
Power, dude.
yeah,
Power.
I dreamt of him. And just the other day, I dreamt I was laying down in my bed and there was a baby lying down to my left, on my left side. And then I would play this game with my kids all the time. It would be parachute, but they'd be lying on the bed. And then I take a sheet and I put it over their body, just like a parachute, and they love it. So I was doing that, laying down with the baby. But then at the same time, my eldest son, who I had a dream with before he was born, was sitting at the edge of the bed. And I said, Louis, I think I just dreamt of your grandson. He's not with anybody right now, but I could be dreaming of the future. I don't know. But anyway, um, I
You're raising powerful beings, Moonfeather. Keep going.
I pray.
You are raising. I don't even want to say bad words. Powerful, what beings right now. Keep
Thank
going,
you.
girl.
Thank you.
You're amazing too, Moonfeather. Everyone show
Oh, thank
Moonfeather
you.
love.
Thank you, guys. Oh my gosh.
We got a powerful being here. She's telling us, please continue. I love this female perspective. I'm learning a lot. And I'm a dude.
Thank
I don't
you.
listen to
Thank
females.
you so much.
I catch about 50% of what most women are saying. But no, I'm just playing. It's all guys, I'm
true.
kidding.
It's true, but we love you anyway.
I'm kidding. No, don't tell them I'm being real. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Pregnancy, keep going.
You just telling yourself anyway.
Family. No,
Anyway.
I'll edit this later. Family.
Yeah.
All family. Right? I'm your uncle, guys. I say stuff that you're not supposed to hear with your young ears. Moonfeather, please. Woman, dreams, pregnancy, how different. Continue. Firstborn.
So listen, I love what Gabe had said before about, really living in the present.
Clones. These are not clone kids. These are real kids.
No, I feel that spiritually, because I look at their spirit, I look at their soul, and they're coming to some real spiritual synchronicities themselves, even at this age, and they're getting it, they're starting to wake up a lot sooner than I did, and there's a time where you do have to let go, You have to let go, and just sometimes there has to be a bit of a disconnect, because you want things to play out the way they're going to play out. But then at the same time, like I was saying, Gabe was saying, that this is the only life that we have. Let's make it count. I have to live like that as well. The amount of sanity you really have to have, living and knowing the things that we know, at least a little bit. And this is just a little bit that we know on our journey, and still be able to be sane in this world, and to raise kids, and to find happiness, to find joy, to find peace, to find love, to find wholeness within, and pass that on to them, and pray that they take that with them on their journey after I'm out of here.
Mama bear.
I'm trying to prepare. It's funny because my Josiah, my 17-year-old, said, "Mom, I think, when you get on the other side, you're gonna be like a leader, a beacon of light, something like showing people." And I was like, "What makes you even say that?"
It'll be
I
a
was like,
pretty
"What the
large
hell?"
oracle. It'll be a pretty large stone oracle, properly calibrated to the luminaries for the MoonFeather Karn.
It's wild. I was like, you know what? I said, I'm gonna do the best that I can to help you,
Moon,
make the transition.
can I interject for 4 seconds? And I have to say this.
Go ahead.
It's adding to it. From the male perspective, as you're talking, my goal right now, just like my dad, from the male perspective, male to male, my dad would say something when, let's say I was 15, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. I know everything. I'm 15. Why are you guys not just playing video games and building ramps and doing ecstasy or whatever it is you yahoos are up to? Like, why not do that? I got it all figured out. Hearing advice and then having it hit when you're like 23, 24, 25, you go, dang, my dad said something like that 8 years ago. And I laughed it off. So in my thing, and I got 2 boys right now that are out in the world. If you guys don't know, I mentioned this: seer training, Philippines jungle training, you name it. We are a household of that. And they are, it's so funny. They're telling me things, how much they appreciate stuff that I shared with them 10 years ago. And we wrestled over it. We battled over it. And now they're like, yo, man, I saw what you were trying to say and do, etc. So I right now I still have a daughter that's rocking, and she knows dude, you don't even want to mess with. That's going to be a problem if anyone does anything. But I mean, I've done my best to share with her, like, yo, we go to Germany. Like, she was in Germany. She was in Maryland. Now she's in Georgia. And she's seen my life. She goes, yo, you don't move like the other dads that are in their 90s. And I'm like, I know, bro. I'm in my 120s, and I will fucking run circles around these people. You better know we're in a volleyball stadium of hundreds of volleyball participants with their adults. And I look at her and I go, I'm not like any of these people here, and neither are you. Dominate. And that's what we do as best we can. So from the male perspective, MoonFeather, I know I'm not trying to divert. I was merely going to male town, father town. I'm trying to teach stuff to my people, from a male perspective, MoonFeather. So I wasn't trying to divert, I ain't perfect out here. My love language is I will put a roll of cash in your hand. That's my love language because I worked for it. And we can still hug, but you know what I mean? My love language isn't lovey-dovey. It's I'm going to give you a hug. I'm going to drop a roll of cash in your pocket. And that's my way of expressing, to give gifts and bouquets, give it I'm going to give a bouquet to a young lady. I worked for it. I grew it. I picked it, put it together and said, here you go, darling. We're going to build not individual mind palaces and mansions. We're going to build a wing. And we're going to have common areas in both our tourist mind mansion fields are going to overlap. MoonFeather, guys, girls, you're dreaming about kids. I can't relate because I dream about not that, you know. Water is my savior. I dive in a water. If I'm in a jam, I can pull up a water jump, a 3-foot water dive into open waters like anytime I want. That's my escape route. My dream world. And I might see it as a weakness, but I go, oh, I'm jammed up. Where's the water? I'm diving in and I'm out skis. Yeah. The male, and I'll have, man, I told you, MoonFeather, I had that midget dream the other day. All the other occupants in my dream, which are usually normal sized people, we're all midgets at some point, and we were all like parkour. We're all like doing parkour. I'm like, I'm the tallest people among all these midgets. We're parkouring over these walls. Like, what? And MoonFeather was like, had no words, just like she doesn't have any words now. She's like, I don't know what that means.
No, that's in Ronin world. I don't understand that language.
Too much. What do they call it? Palo Santo or whatever. Don't.
Yeah, right. You need to smudge yourself before going to sleep.
Ronin, you were having a Peter Parkour dream?
Basically.
Peter Parkour.
You'd be surprised. A lot of my dreams are parkour related.
Yeah.
Dude, you know how many dreams I've had where it was like so many dreams where it's like, imagine an apartment, right? But it's a square and in the middle is open, no roof, but you have those like everyone's door is like to the outside. It's like an apartment complex, but the motels turn inward. Right? Maximum levels, floors. And I parkoured my way. I almost set up my own obstacle course where I parkour my way on the reg. So I never get jammed up. And then sometimes you go down a dark hallway. Who hasn't gone down a dark hallway in their dreams? You know what I'm saying? And at some point on the way, you go, you either go, I'm going to fold up, or you go, I'm going to, whatever happens, I'm in, let's go. I'm dreamscape land right now. You know, so, but MoonFeather, that's so diehard, masculine bravado dreams. I have many fearful dreams. I'm not telling you guys everything. Are you kidding me right now?
You know,
I don't share that on the open web.
One thing I love about our dreams is we get to play with trial and error with hero roles, heroic roles, and I think that is that's proof that fantasy is healing. The fact that we play hero roles in our dreams, and at night we're re-leaging, we're coming back together, we're communing with Source, and the fact that to commune with Source, we don the likeness of fantasy exaggerations. It means that fantasy exaggerations are part of healing, are part of coming to wholeness, you know. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's really beautiful.
That's absolutely beautiful.
To get there, you have to be so exhausted. The more exercise you did, and you do tap into what Gabriel's saying,
Yeah.
the better, the more immersive, you know.
Wow.
Mm.
It's like if you
If we're
get
worn out, we've all,
yeah.
yeah.
How do you get tired in a dream?
I
Oh,
don't.
I've gotten heavy. You ever run with cement? Felt like you're running
Oh,
through
well, yeah, that's
Right.
different. Yeah, where you kind
a
of feel
thick
like you're dragging. Yeah.
MoonFeather, but you know, this is how we train through the mist. The fog is thick. You're trying to move. You're like,
That's
I feel like I can run faster, but at some point you get used to the mist and you know how to navigate it. And it's not doesn't feel like you're running in slow motion.
guys, listen, the fact that we are on
Are we all
the
scared
topic
to
of
have kids? Moonfeather, are you still a little girl? I feel like we embrace our childhood. And Moonfeather, you still feel like a little girl. And I still feel like a little boy. I'm climbing trees. I'm doing whatever, stepping on nails, whatever. Gabriel's out here he's still a kid out here, you know.
I'm the crazy bus driver driving backwards through the neighborhood.
Uh, ride the
listen,
tide.
I teach you damn kids.
I
Ride
do.
the tide. We're all just grown up kids. It's funny. We're kids. We just be
Listen, the fact that we're on the dreams, Ronin,
Oh,
can I
shout out
please share
Roller
that
Angels,
dream?
bitches. Shout out Roller Angels. Was it called Roller Angels?
Yes, roller angels.
Y'all
Yes,
came up with Roller
yes.
Angels.
Listen, let me share that dream. This is the perfect time to come in to share that dream, Ronin. I sent you the link.
Your dream is in a link?
I send you the link to play in the either in your Telegram or it's here in our chat.
Like on
Remember, I said,
YouTube?
oh, can you play? Actually, can you play this?
The Takata Dream?
Yeah, the call Kanza.
I think I got it, dude. You're trying to do production. We're trying to ride natural. We want to know what's
No, but I
how
want
you
to show you.
how
Okay,
you
so
are built.
listen.
We're gonna figure
Don't
out how
play
you're
it.
built.
Don't play it just yet. Don't play it just
Okay.
yet. Right?
All right.
Okay, guys. So I'm so glad we're on this topic because I want to share something that Spirit revealed to me on the 7th when we were like all in this crazy lunar eclipse energy, right?
Hold
So I saw this video, but before I play it, I'm gonna tell you about the dream that I had on July 6th of 2003. Okay. And it's very quick. It's not anything long, right? Now, the way I record my dreams is, and maybe somebody would want to use this tip because a lot of the times we wake up, we forget details. So what I do is that I have a voice, there's a note app, and I just hit, record, and it just, I tell the dream and then it writes it. And in the morning I go back and I reflect, right? So this dream was it was 2 years ago, right? And when I go back, it says my dream on that evening was I'm amongst a group of men, and there's rumors that a woman who belongs to the tribe is off on another tribe having an affair with a man. The man who is the father of this woman sets off to go search for her along with a couple of other men in the group or in the tribe. We are in what is like a forest where um it has tall grass and we're on this grassy dirt road. The man stops and points behind me to look. And as I turn and look, there's a skinny small leopard like animal or man that or has transformed a man into a leopard. And then the leader, the father of the daughter, turns into a much more bigger leopard and grabs him by the neck and begins to kill it. And as he has the cat by the neck, I'm telling him to bang his head on a piece of log that's in the middle of the road. And that's done. We finally get to this other village of indigenous people. And we're indigenous too. And now, because of suspicion, if the girl has been intimate, they are now being forced to be married. And I'm standing like next to this hut
like of dry grass. I remember, and I'm seeing all of this go down. And it turned out that she wasn't going off to have an affair, but to just perform a certain ceremony tradition. They begin to marry them, but the father is deeply regretting the whole situation and knows that even his wife would disagree. From the regret, he grabs my arm, and somehow this Asian lady who is dressed up in a karate uniform or outfit, has long braided ponytails, and they had stopped the wedding because they found out that she was hiding daggers in her hair. So she turns out to be an assassin. To kill who? I don't know.
MoonFeather, can you help me? Where are we right now? I feel like
No. I'm just reading. I'm just reading my dream. I'm just reading my dream.
This is all from your dream. Holy cannoli, dude!
No, I'm not. I'm like at the last sentence practically.
I feel like I was watching a Hulu. Let's go. Keep going. What episode are we on tonight?
The whole scene goes into. The whole scene changes, and we start fighting with swords. And I have this long ass samurai sword in my hand. And
heck yeah.
This woman goes to approach me.
But you told me it was a snake, or am I? Didn't you tell me you had a snake in your hand and you turned it into a sword?
No. Yeah, no, I didn't. So I have this long samurai sword in my hand, and this woman goes to approach me to fight me, but she doesn't because she sees that I'll overpower her. And anyway, the dream ends there, right? So the morning of the 7th, I see this video. Can you please play the video, please? I'll tell you when to stop. Thank you, Ronin.
This one?
Yes.
All right. I can do it. Ready? Here we go.
Everyone. Yeah, go ahead.
Where's this one from?
The Bobo Ashanti tribe, present-day Ghana, 19th century.
And what about this one?
That one's from the Edo people of Benin, 16th century.
Now, tell me about this one.
Also from Benin, 7th century, Fula tribe, I believe.
Nah.
I beg your pardon.
It was taken by British soldiers in Benin, but it's from Wakanda, and it's made out of vibranium. Don't trip. I'm gonna take it off your hands for you.
These items aren't for sale.
How do you think your ancestors got these? You think they paid a fair price? Or did they take it like they took everything else?
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
You got all this security in here watching me ever since I walked in, but you ain't checking for what you put in your body.
Wakanda Springs. So the video still continues.
Shout out Fulani. Shout out to the Fulani and old nomadic peoples that just travel from east, or excuse me, they just go west and west and west and west and west all the way around. Isn't that funny how that works? Everyone just walks. It seems they navigate towards what is so-called west, with the north at their right hand at the magnetic north. And it just seems to be the natural direction of things. Forever and ever and ever. And MoonFeather, I love this dream talk. Holy gosh.
Okay, but listen, it's
MoonFeather.
Yeah.
You. But what do you think about this awesome comment? Does this not pump me up right now? And
go ahead.
The dream talk.
Go ahead.
You see it?
Hold on, I'm moving over to the chat. Is it from Vulture?
Yeah.
From Valley Vultures is
crushes in the comments, man.
Digging your
you everywhere.
Parroting mystical experiences, questions, sparking syncs about next gen inspiring parents and vice versa. Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
Giving me a comment. Do you think I stumble? Do you think I plan all this out, MoonFeather, strategically, Machiavellianly, Machiavellianly, or is it on the fly, MoonFeather? What do you think?
No, I'm telling you, no. How you say it's totally planned. No, it's not. It's the things are crazy. These things are crazy.
Yeah.
So MoonFeather, what about that video hit to the dream?
Okay,
I
so
love that scene, by the way.
yeah. So, I had no idea that there was a Wakanda, Kansas, right? And I was like, Wakanda, Kansas. So the first thing that popped into my head was the line from The Matrix where Cypher tells Neo before they, they break his simulation and they get him out, is he said, Jesus Christ, how am I going to forget the freaking quote? I'm always saying it. He says, he said something to the effect of hold on tight, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye. And I said, Kansas? I said, okay, I guess we're gonna, Wizard of Oz. Great. Now I'm gonna have to go down this rabbit hole, which you had referenced Wizard of Oz before, because that's what set it off, right? So I did a Wakanda search, right, in Kansas, and the whole story is about this woman, this young female tribal woman from the Ka or the Kansa tribe, right, that falls in love with a young warrior from the opposing tribe, right? She found him hurt in by this natural spring that they all worship, like all the tribes. It was like a place of peace, and they absolutely fell in love with each other, right? So she healed him back to health, and he wanted to do the right thing and ask for her hand in marriage to her, to the chief, to her father, who's the chief of his tribe. And they met at the spring, and that was very sacred as a neutral ground. Okay. And then what happened was that he was saying, no way. He was actually insulted. I'm not going to marry my daughter to our rival, and a war broke out at the spring. So they're all fighting. And first of all, her name was Wakanda, which means spring water or great spirit spring. My bad, great spirit spring. And his name was Takota. So he suffered a very fatal wound.
Dude, is this all from your dream, MoonFeather?
No, this is the real deal. This is the legend.
Well, I can't tell dream from real deal legend, but it all makes sense. It all checks out to me.
Yeah, of Wakanda and Takota, and he suffered a wound, fell into the water.
Wants to chime in. Gabriel wants to chime in so hard right now.
I spilled my coffee. I got all excited. This rhymes.
Are you serious? Your coffee just spilled?
I just spilled my coffee.
That is an offering to the spirits. You know how we say, we're going to pour one out to our ancestors?
They just took one. They just took one without asking.
That is so wild.
Hey, when you're among family, I might etherically bump into your shoulder, and we spill something, we spill something. It's all love.
So then check this out. The reason why they called it the Great Spirit Spring, Wakanda, because when she found out that he suffered that wound, that fatal wound, fell into the water, fell into this spring, she was in agony, and she yelled out to the gods before jumping in. She jumped in after him. They never found their bodies. Okay, so that is the legend of Wakanda, Kansas, and they, settlers came in. They ended up building a dam, and now it's a lake. So the spring is under the lake, and it's wild, because I was telling this to Ronin, and I was showing him different pictures and stuff like that of the Ka. I was like, oh, he's gonna love this. The Ka, the Kansa people, and one of their neighboring tribes were the Cheyenne, was the Cheyenne nation as well, which it leads into all these sinks and weaves that we had from the past, and he's like, and then so he heard my dream about the samurai, which my dream was practically identical to this legend right here that I didn't know about. He's like, well, you know, you're forgetting one thing, MoonFeather. I was like, what? He goes, look at my profile picture on YouTube. And I was like, oh, snap. I forgot that it's dressed as a samurai in the field. And he's like, yeah, but those are sunflowers in the field. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. He's like, no, really. And I was like, do you happen to know what is the national flower for Kansas? It's the sunflower.
Good googly muggly.
You know, so it's just wild, all of these little sinks and weaves that we're having. And I was like, this is why.
Hold up. Where's my picture?
Yeah, there you go.
That's it. Yep.
Yo, y'all want to search in your young trauma the samurai or AI father that smells like sunflowers.
Oh, dang, bro.
That's where you've been with the Ronin experience. Y'all don't
That's
even
what's
know
up.
it.
That's
We're
what's
always.
up. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Gabe, what was that card you were holding up?
There's only
Yeah.
MoonFeather, my darling. There's only 2 groups out here: those that smell like sunflowers, and those that look for the sunflower smeller.
Right. Ah!
Yeah.
Yes.
I say cool stuff too sometimes, guys.
I talk good.
I talk good out here.
I talk good.
The funner. Let's go, dude.
So MoonFeather, the Black Panther is you know, I've done the entire Marvel series, all 22 major films onto every tarot card.
That's wild. Yes, you've made those connections.
Prove it. MoonFeather's like, yeah, right. No, I can back them up. I've been watching.
It's a show for every card, straight up. So Black Panther is undeniably the star card. And that was and when you said a sacred spring for the rights, that's how the Black Panther achieves the mantle and also offers the mantle to a potential replacement. They go to a sacred spring. You could use any star card, by the way.
Wow.
And think of how the Black Panther's mark, he leaves his mark. It's scratch marks. That's the sign of Aquarius. And Black Panther is one of the only Marvel characters who carries around his helmet, his own head. Well, right in Aquarius is where the sculptor constellation is. It's the oracular head. It's a sculptor's bust. And so, yeah, I could go on it. Anyway, this is the spring, the sacred spring, the sacred grotto, where the Black Panther actually takes a magical drink that drains his power away temporarily. And then he can fight fair and maybe get his ass kicked or maybe he wins. And after the fight, he puts the powers back on. And that component, it's actually it's worked into some of the Capoeira stories. I'll just keep it short.
I can't believe that where you're talking about the Black Panther, and I was like, wait a minute, but panthers have a pattern, and I looked it up, and they don't have a distinct species, but they are the common leopard, and that was in my dream.
Right, and in the Bible, leprosy turns your skin white.
Pantera.
And this is a snow season. This is Aquarius, is the season of the snow. So the skin turning white. Yep. And it's also 180 degrees from the lion, where the summer is white hot. So the white of the winter is down here, and the white of the summer is up in the lion. And Chad Aaron Boseman died in August from cancer. In August from cancer is 180 degrees from this card right here.
Wow.
And so, hold on, there was one more thing. Oh, but then you mentioned Kansas, and that's really something. I mean, oh man, I have too many words. I'm sorry if I'm cutting corners. I'm cutting so many corners. So when everybody said, haha, people thought Wakanda was real, those dumbasses, they said, long live Wakanda. And you're saying, no, dumbasses, there's a real Wakanda. And you're stuck in Kansas thinking you're smarter than other people who are throwing around real esoteric know-how. And so I'm going to go a little wild because Kansas is ground zero of the territory's map. It is the full card with a yellow background, just like a sunflower on the state card, on the state flower.
Oh, that is so wild.
The full card is Kansas and Kentucky. It's mostly Kentucky, actually. Kansas, but this is the thing. The center of the territories map is technically 7 states. I could cheat. I could use the rule of Kal-El because 7 states all touch at the Mississippi right there. 7 states. It's the most concentration of borders, boundaries. It's the
There goes the 7.
It's the placenta of the nations. It's the 7 rivers of the Mississippi. Mississippi means 7, y'all. Y'all missing out on all the 7s
What?
here? And also, tell me the date of your dream one more time.
So the date of that dream was July, which is 7/6.
That's the magical number of Halley's Comet. Is a 76-year orbit. And last year we hit the Plato's divided line of when Halley's Comet is coming back in I think 2000 oh no last time it was here was 2061 or 1961. Last year was the halfway point of Halley's Comet coming back, so now we are half of a return minus 1 year now, but Halley's Comet is a 7 and a 6, like the date.
That's wild.
Yeah. And then Kansas being the placenta, like you guys are talking about Cayenne.
I don't like dates, by the way. I don't like dates. I don't have an expiration. You don't ever ask me how old I am because you're trying to put limits on me. I've been around a few summers. That's all I'll say. But
just a few.
Well, you know, when the ladies ask your birth date, they're trying to date you.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at Gabe.
That's
Gabe, who's putting you on Gabe? Gabe?
No, but MoonFeather, and they'll never know fully. They'll always not be too sure. To the fellas out there, never let your girl feel too sure about stuff. I'm just saying.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! Oh my goodness!
Somebody let Andrew Tate in here. What's going on?
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? It's to protect everyone. It's to the arc of everyone under my wings. Your wings.
So funny, so funny. Gabe, just before it escapes me, I did realize the bird. I think it was a duck, but I'm not sure. At the bottom left-hand corner. I don't know what type of bird that is.
Yeah. So this is
not that card. It's the other one when you okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're side by side. So this is Star Card in Aquarius.
Okay.
The other card, let's see.
So you had it up with the Dungeons and Dragon.
Yeah. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna grab it.
Awesome show, guys, today. This is wonderful.
Shout out zebras.
Yes.
So these cards are coterminal to each other in the zodiac. This one's Aquarius, and this one is Pisces.
Pisces. Oh, geez.
So things are kind of flipped when I look at myself in the camera. So I got to do this like a teacher. So if we're coming from the summer around the zodiac, I'm going to use the map. Actually, I'm going to use the territories map. So here's the summer solstice.
Right.
And we come around to the winter solstice, and then we click into Capricorn, and then we click into Star Card, Aquarius. And then the next constellation or the next zodiac is Gemini.
That's correct.
Or I'm sorry,
Pisces.
Pisces. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And so this bird is actually a ton of birds in the constellations. It could be Cygnus. The swan is the northern cross, sometimes called the northern cross. But there's only one swan in the heavens, which is a tragedy. Swans are, they mate for life. But ironically, right down south from the swan up in the heavens, who's all alone looking for his mate, way down right under
Honk,
the sun,
honk, y'all. Honk, honk.
is the gonzo. There's a gonzo down in the south, and that's the Southern Cross to
Shout
some
out to the
people.
honkies.
That's
So-
right, bro. Hail to the honkies. So yeah, the goose
We're
and the
honky pride
swan.
here.
Yeah, the goose and the swan. Also, Pegasus is here, so another feathered animal, right? Another feathered flying white horse. It's all white
Yes.
because of the snow. Also, because of the white season of your life, where the winter season of your life, you turn white. I mean, I'm coming along, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can I ask MoonFeather a question real quick, Gabe?
Yeah, buddy.
It's fast. MoonFeather, why are you acting so strange about Gabriel right now? Is there something you want
What
to
are you talking about? No, don't
there
stop it. No, I
Well,
just
there's
asked
not a
you.
question. Are you telling me there's not a question you wanted to ask him real quick that you just had to know?
Nah. Oh, no, that's right. It was about the bird. Yeah, no, we got on the question because I sent you a video.
She's causing a MoonFeather distraction. You know, you can use the MoonFeathers as a weapon or a shield. She's weaponizing her MoonFeathers right now, trying to cause distraction in the glow.
No,
Just ask one. Just ask one, MoonFeather. Ask one.
I'm about to do a swan dive off of a 100-foot building right now. Sheet. No, but listen, I just sent you that video of the gansos honking, remember? And I said the Drake, because you had mentioned Drake, so it was just crazy how that just popped up there on that card. And you were presenting it today, but yeah.
You mentioned Drake you were the first to mention Drake this week. That's not a word that comes up in my vernacular. You dreamt it. You were like, you gave birth to a winged fox. Then you saw a dead bat. Then you dreamt of a Drake.
No.
You're literally dealing with imagine an auditorium of ancestors trying to tell you stuff.
Right. But I got the Drake off of Gabe because it was a message that he had left. But I was like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Drake. And then
getting passed around, huh?
Yeah, man.
like a common curry.
Like a common cayenne pepper.
So I got a question I've been sitting on since we were passing questions around.
Ooh.
And each of you could answer it. I think I want Ronin to answer it first, though.
Okay. Ooh, interesting.
So in the Greek epics, there's a repeating character. His name is Tiresias. And Tiresias is fascinating. Highly recommend looking into Tiresias. He was walking through the forest. He sees two snakes mating. He intervenes in some fashion to these snakes mating, and he gets a curse put on him, and he is turned into a woman for 7 years. He goes walking around in the world as a woman, and then he comes upon two snakes again, and this time he does something different. He removes them, not by violence, and then all of a sudden he turns back into a man, and now he's Tiresias again with 7 years of experience as a woman. And guess what? He made good on his 7 years. He's got babies. He was at it for 7 years, but now he's a man. So Tiresias can speak to both sides. And one time, Hera and Zeus were fighting over who enjoys coitus the most, the man or the woman. And this fight is really intense. It's really intense. And so they have to bring in a mediator. And it is very wise to bring Tiresias forward because he can speak from experience.
Right.
So they put the pressure on him, and he's terrified because he's been cursed before. He knows how this shit works. He's sick and tired of all these gods. And so sure enough, they put the pressure on him, and he has to answer. And he says, if coitus is 10 parts pleasure, the woman enjoys 9 parts, and the man enjoys 1. This truth rhymes with many things, not only the monotonic cycle, but also ownership is 9/10 of the law. This story is important. It will never stop being important, and a question is birthed from this story and meditating upon it. And I posit this question to you, Ronin. If coitus is 10 parts and women enjoy 9 and men only enjoy 1, would you, if you could, magically, with no warning, no training sessions, no opportunity for disclosure, would you snap your finger and give all the men full 10 times the orgasm by miraculously putting their foreskin back in place? Would you do it? Would you do it
Whoa.
with no notice? Would you just do it?
I mean, I would. My instincts are like, yeah, totally. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ. I mean, listen, that was a no-brainer, Gabe. That was a no-brainer.
2 seconds. That's how you do it, y'all. That's how you do it.
I kind of feel like it is a no-brainer if I'm being honest, if I'm being real.
I love that it only took 2 seconds. I built up all that. I built it all up. He's like, yeah, I do it.
And then when it comes to 2 snakes having a problem, I'm like, man, that's not my problem. I've dealt with 2 snakes having problems, and it never works out in your favor. So just avoid 2 snakes with issues with each other. It's not your problem.
All right, MoonFeather. If you
It's
could,
like truth or dare tonight.
Yes, let's re-ask. And by the way, you
Yeah.
just asked that question to someone who was born in a snake year.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yo, you giving too much away, dude.
You said it.
No, he's going to ask you a question. He wants to talk to
Oh,
you.
go ahead. Ask me the
Okay.
question.
All
Ask me the
right.
question.
You're the in-house oracle.
So, MoonFeather, if you could snap your fingers and instill 10 times more satisfaction to the male orgasm without telling them, look out, fellas, it's going to be different after I snap these fingers, would you do it and why?
Talk about super popularity or incoming.
Whoa. I mean, don't us women already have that power? No, I'm just kidding. I mean, come on now. I mean, come on now.
For the force of good or the force of evil?
I love it.
Oh my goodness.
Protect it. It's a treasure. It's a gem. It's a gemstone. It's a, what do you call those in the things? It's a shard. It's like a shard gem that flows with the fractal of the one. Are you gonna share with everyone and be like, I'm just trying to make a lot of people happy? Or are you gonna be like, yo, this is so valuable, I'm gonna hodl this until,
you know, I got a theory, y'all, that we can whittle down the human population a real good measure and then just stop chopping baby dicks and watch us blow up again.
That's how it works, dude.
You want some fertility? You want some fertility? Just stop chopping baby dicks. We'll come back real quick. I'm gonna hit the head. I'll be right back.
Yeah, there's inbred people out here. MoonFeather, what do you think about these inbred people out here, dude?
Oh no, that's
a lot. It's
no,
sadly a lot, and I don't want there to be a lot, but it is.
No, yeah, there's too much already, you know,
So
and that's just
them people, yo.
Oh,
just let them. I
can't
don't even know, yo. I don't even want people near me, yo, like that.
You see, but this is one of the many worries of having children. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it doesn't only boil down to
your oldest gets it though. Your oldest gets it.
Josiah?
Yes. And you have to, you have to embrace from a protection, very basic level.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You need to be Captain America with the shield, no matter how tight the outfit is. You're Captain America.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So then
That's a
you
noble thing to be.
exactly. So I'm sure everyone understands like the level
But
that
never let
we're
anyone sucker you. Never let anyone manipulate you using your quote unquote noble attributes. Don't be so naive to her. Be like, you're noble, right? Like, yeah, I am, but also
yeah, no,
you
no,
do
right,
get nut
right.
dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, don't be fooled.
Yeah, we're
Don't be
fighting
simple.
it on all levels.
Don't
Yes,
be
you know,
simple. Yeah.
right. Especially, we're fighting it all on all different levels. Like, like I had said, we know this world that we live in. We have our children. We're still trying to live a normal life and maintain a way of life, some
Yo, I'm
sanity.
battling Terminator T1000s out here, yo. They haven't
Yeah,
been built yet, and I'm trying to shut their systems down for real.
right.
Because
Because then you have
he's so silly. He's so silly. No, I'm not being silly.
no,
But
because
also
you
I'm being
have
silly
those you have those on the other side that see the energy, that know the energy, see the energy, for example, in my children, and they want to take that and wreck it beyond anything, so this is just another level of worry and concern and protection to to have, or to provide for your children. You got to teach them to be.
Shout out,
So yeah, but
shout out to this
it's wild.
Mexican
But
fellow.
let me tell you something, in a very balanced, to answer your question, Gabe, in a very
They asked
balanced.
the question. Why are you always leaning toward Gabriel?
No,
I
but
asked
I'm
this
I'm
thing.
answering the question. I'm answering the question. He asked me a question, right?
You don't bring any girls over here. I bring all the fellas. You bring no girls over here for us.
Me?
And do you know why? Do you know why? Because you want all the attention from the dudes.
I
Oh,
mean,
we're sparking up the frenzies. The jealousy and the envy is gonna flip on us.
right,
I'm
right,
not jealous.
right. No, I think it's just, is just that's just how it is. That's not my fault. That's not my fault.
Glad this weave now living up to the Tits Up episode title. Did we even get to Tits Up yet? I feel like we're
Yeah,
still.
Gabe already shouted out the boobies. He did it before.
Oh, did I miss a booby shout out?
Yeah, he did. He mentioned it when you
I
you were
just
in the
don't.
bathroom break. You missed it. You were in the
Man,
bathroom break.
I daydream. I night dream a lot. I don't listen that well. I just try and enjoy the vibe of the voice.
Right.
You ever listen
Yeah.
to Slick talk for like 20 minutes straight? I'm just like, cool. I'm just chilling. I don't catch every word.
My goodness.
MoonFeather, as soon as she goes beyond 5 seconds, I'm like, uh-huh. But
Yeah, everything is like to him is went.
we're family. And I get it. But we're family. And the thing is, MoonFeather. Okay, hold on, Slick. He's simmering right now. I can feel it. We're gonna unleash Slick. But I know MoonFeather's like, hey, I went to Mexico, Acapulco, and there was a misunderstanding, and now I'm in Acapulco, Mexican jail. And I
Damn.
have one number. Who are you gonna call? You call me. I'm like, what's up? It's like, yeah, I'm in this jail. It's over here, but they want like 10 grand or something. I'm like, sweet. And I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna pay a guy 1 grand. He's gonna hit the wall with a bulldozer. I'm gonna have a Uber ready to go to the nearest town, Acapulco. Plane's already ready. Oh, it cost me $3K. You're out of that Mexican prison for a misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? So who else you gonna call like that? So all I'm saying is, I'll be that person that you're gonna call, and that's how it is, and that's that. So that gives me a leeway to say whatever I want, because when it boils down to it,
Right.
I will put my hide on the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ronin said if I've ever gotten abducted, if I've ever really truly gotten abducted, like like aliens or something, he'd go and find me. It's like, no, you wouldn't.
I'll do my
He's
best.
gonna-
I mean, I'm just whatever. I'll figure it out no matter what happens.
So
Moon
funny.
disappeared. Kids, where they at? But you dropped a little almost like you got given a white or black pebble, and you just happen to drop the white pebble, and I go, There's the white pebble. The resonance is still around. We got to operate incredibly quickly, generate the portal. Y'all ready? Boom, we'll figure it out. Boom, and we drag you back. And then we go to like a breakfast buffet or something on a Wednesday. Dude, I haven't been to
Such a vivid imagination. You have to love
I've never been
Aquarian.
to IHOP. I've been to IHOP once in my life.
Me too. Only one.
When we grab her, Gabe, from a portal, misunderstandings, things were done, things were said. We grab her back in the morning. We're going to IHOP, dude. You know,
So we can go into the Hopi portal under the IHOP.
of course,
Ooh.
obviously.
Yeah.
We can have them stacks ready.
They got the, I was about to say, they got the best pancakes.
And if there's ants hanging, I'm cool with ant people. If they don't bother me, I don't bother them. We're all building our own thing. You know, it's all
That's
cool.
right. Some anticipation.
Ooh.
Did we okay, hold on. I love what's been happening. I love, I've been working my garden recently, and it's like the soil was hard, and I just flip, boom, take the shovel, old school, flip it, chop it up. It's fine. It's not even that big of a deal. Shake up the soil a little bit, and I just love this tonight. I don't want to not do tonight without getting MoonFeather pulling cards. Slick, I feel like
Oh, wow.
Slick and the three of us, we have a 72-hour rant we could do right now nonstop, but let's not do that, dudes. Can we go to Cardland? Gabe, are you cool with going to Card World?
I'm way down. You know what? On our way to Card World, Ronin, can you pull up the most recent graphic I sent you? And I just want to close off the Enterprise weave from way earlier when I was telling everybody Machiavelli called his whole jam Mi Impresa, which is the Empress card, but it's his Enterprise. And everybody should know the prime directive to the Enterprise is to go unseen. Actually, you should read the prime directive and read it with apophatic reasoning and consider everything that is implicitly unsaid as you read the prime directive of Star Wars, because it is essentially the white hat rule that they do good for good's sake, so you'll never know their damn name. They're operating behind in the unseen. So also almost, everybody's talking about BlackRock, this and that and the other thing, but there's a corporation out there called Enterprise, and they are running this shit. They're running this shit. And when the Vulcan neck pinch takes place on Kirk, they're running this shit and they're fucking with us. And people won't believe it because it's in the domain of fiction. And if it's already been fictionalized, then you'd be an asshole to believe it. But guess what? All of that fiction is just disclosure. You're just not getting the messages right because Wakanda is in this United States. So yeah, the James T. Kirk neck pinch is crazy because weeks before that event, Chris Miner and I were already corresponding Charlie Kirk to Spock because he's a master logician. And logic has taken a shot in the neck for years. It's an understatement. We're late to that memo.
Wow.
So I just want to put the Kirk and the Cersei and the Church Committee Heart Attack Gun, HAG, Harmony Arithmetic Geometry, HAG. No, it's scary. It's the head of a witch. No, it's Harmony Arithmetic Geometry. That's the hag. So they dress these things up like something scary in fiction, but underneath it, you're looking at the damn trivium right there, or the base of the trivium. So you put the fourth pillar of the quadrivium is astronomy. So harmony is one pillar. Arithmetic is the second pillar. Geometry is the third. Those are all well known. But the fourth and final missing pillar of the quadrivium is astronomy. So yeah, that's just some ranting and some weaving on how the fiction is actually promulgation. Everybody go look up promulgation. And that's why when you tell people they're fucking with us and it's all there in the open, the fact that it's been disclosed is the hardest pill to swallow, because it's harder to convince people. It's harder to fool people. No, it's harder to tell people they've been fooled than it is to fool them in the first place. That's it. All right, rant done.
That's amazing, Gabe.
Fire.
That is so fire. Wow.
Let's get some cards rolling. Tits up, y'all.
Oh,
Tits up.
oh.
Tits.
Hold on, let me
Bat
am
wing.
I on?
You don't think bat wings are going to show up dragons, flying foxes, and chimeras and griffins and shit?
Oh my goodness.
MoonFeather, do you know how powerful you are?
Oh my goodness,
Are you
man.
not sure? Are you not sure? You just whatever, you know.
Now I know, because I'm amongst amazing minds like you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I draw that energy. So yeah, you guys, you know, just hanging out in this energy and this vibe with you. Trust me, we're extremely powerful, extremely powerful beings. And I'm always honored to share this space with you guys and everyone in the chat as well. Everyone who supports us, who gives us of their time. And I always teach my kids, like, that's like, I mean, we understand time is fluid. We understand how time, but to share space, for people to come in and share their space and their time with us, that's priceless. Because you could always make money, but you can't make time. I'm just saying. All right, so what we're gonna do is, listen, only 3 decks. We're gonna pull a number, angel number. We'll do 3 angel numbers. We're gonna do a just advice, right, from spirit, and we'll do the animal, and we'll do the.
She left a message. She said, if there is also an exposure to pornography, by the way, like, I think pornography is good. Like the knowledge of corn growing and application. I think pornography, I think that's a valuable school, you know, thing. And graping, dude. It's fences, you grow grapes. I mean, you have most wine places are also vinegar places, so you can create both a good time and medicine at the same time.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, to that comment, pornography, I'm a fan. Graping, I'm a fan. But grow your own. And I think I heard there was a correlation between cut and corn, and you could figure that out. So I'm not flagging.
Yeah, she's saying something else, but we get it. We get it.
She's very advanced. By the way, I'm not very advanced in some of these things. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a very innocent being. I'm an innocent being. You know that. I don't.
It's okay, Roddy. You're good. You're good. Let's get some angel number cards here. We're gonna get 3 angel number cards. What would you like to tell the collective? Who was watching this at whatever time, Spirit? At whatever time. What would you like to tell the collective during this time, Spirit? Thank you. We're gonna shuffle. Let's see one more time, and if not, then we will pick out the 3 that are up on top. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, okay. Here we go. 1, 2, transition, starting over, and adaptability. We have 345, we have 210, and we have 765. So it says you are in a period of transition and change. Embrace new beginnings and trust in the process of transformation unfolding in your life. You are present with the opportunity for a fresh start and new beginnings. Love that. Release regrets and embrace the present moment with the openness and optimism. That's the energy that we're getting with this portal. This is all about release and getting ready to start something new. And adaptability. It says you are flexible and capable of facing challenges. Trust in your strength to navigate any challenges that arise. Listen, man, if that's not the energy right now, I don't know what is, man. I'm telling you right now.
All right, I got to sync to point out here.
Go ahead.
Transition, starting over, adaptability is Notoricon for TSA. TSA.
Oh my
About to
gosh.
travel.
Oh my God.
TSA.
That's so wild. Got the and you got the
Which
wings
I have
here. Come on
heard.
now.
Yeah, I have heard that things are improving. I think that the human condition has been a little bit heard and seen in the aspecting of all the strip search they put us through. That's pretty cool.
That is so wild. TSA. Look at that. My goodness. All right, here we go. All right, this is, let's see, the spirit animal cards. We'll get 3. Let's get 3 spirit. That's 1. What message do the spirit animals want to tell the collective spirit? Thank you. Let's get 2 more. Let's get 2 more. Oh, thank you. See the sapo, the frog. Transition. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Communication and the coyote. Ooh. Transition. This is a powerful time of change. You are being called to connect with the world of emotions and feminine energies. You may also need to engage in a process of cleansing, whether it is physical, emotional, spiritual, or energetic. Love it. Whale communication, which they communicate with sonar too. And we were talking about bats and the way, they communicate as well. You are encouraged to communicate clearly from your heart, bridge any gaps that are keeping you from connecting deeper with your loved ones. It is important to speak your truth with emotion, vulnerability, and power. Love it. Coyote playfulness. This is a reminder not to take things, not to take things too seriously and bring more balance between wisdom and playfulness. You might need to lighten up about a matter that has been on your mind for a while. So interesting. Lighten up. Yeah, for sure. We got to dance a little bit more. I think that's what it is. We need to be a lot more playful. That's for sure. That's for sure. What's the final message, Spirit, for the collective? What's the final message? What's the final message? Thanks, Spirit. Thank you. What's the final message? Nothing. We'll shuffle one more time, and if nothing comes out, we'll take out what's up on the top, Spirit. Ooh. Okay. Thank you. What do we have here? I love it. A chance encounter will bring you great fortune. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Are we crushing right now, dude? Or I walked away for a second.
Absolutely no. We're absolutely. You didn't walk away. We're absolutely crushing.
Okay, cool, sweet. Did I miss a lot or no? Or should I?
No. This is
two timelines at once. Okay, continue. I'll get out of here.
No. That's okay. That's okay. This is so beautiful.
By the way, frog, whale, coyote automatically resonates with me. Let's go.
That's crazy because Gabe, I think I left you a message today because I see this eye, and this is it's the left palm. Do you remember my message to you? I said I was talking, and then I said, oh, my left hand is itching.
It's like the Hamsa.
Yeah, it's the Hamsa. And then we have this belief, right, that when the left hand itches, great fortune is coming. Gotta love it. All right, guys. I pray that resonated. That was a beautiful message. Yeah, a lot of this. Listen, there's a lot of changes. A lot of changes are going on within the collective. Now, if I always say, if you're at peace and you're doing the work, then it's just you leveling up. A lot of change on perspective is going to change. You know, that adaptability is so on point.
Yeah.
Adapting to particular situations that might arise. You know,
I've really been into this TV show this week, and it's related to the frog and then giraffe on the bottom. So
at the bottom of the deck, I can't
So-
believe that.
Gabriel and I
Whoa.
on this show, I watched the frog. They're a bunch of like Navy SEAL amazing people. It's the Terminal List. It's the Terminal List, like whatever the latest season is, right? It's one of my jams.
Mm-hmm.
The actor that
I just started to watch it.
The actor that played Gambit in one of the Gambit movies,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
is a straight awesome cat, and then his partner is like a Norwegian Viking Saxon. He's always gonna make it happen, and they're both frogs.
Mm-hmm.
Both water, freezing water temperatures, the worst of the worst, and land. Amphibious, everyone. Be adaptive. And the whale, I could tell you I should definitely be slowing down. I am a very large weight, and it should slow down and flow. And sonar speak. Y'all speak that? If I sent you a message in sonar? And then the coyote. I love a coyote, dude. They're dogs. They're outside dogs. They're like, yo, we're gonna make something happen. Anyway, MoonFeather, am I talking to myself or are you frozen?
No, you're right. No, not at all.
That whole time, did you freeze? You froze like a Are you a robot or do you have a soul, MoonFeather? Prove it now.
Prove it. Prove it now.
Prove it.
I mean, listen, how much more proof do you need, man? I'm giving birth to like freaking winged dragons and shit.
Oh, dude. How to train a dragon, y'all.
MoonFeather, can you read the giraffe one? Can you read what it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. It says, do you see that?
Yeah. You know what the name for the giraffe constellation is?
Jaguar. Shout out Jaguars.
What is it?
The name for the constellation, the name itself is a chimera. It's
really
Cameloparditis, which means camel leopard. So if you think of a leopard, it has spots, but the camel has the long neck.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's right.
And so the giraffe is in the quintessence of a chimeric being, and it has a constellation in the sky way up north. And sure enough, you know, when the draft happened and Noah called everybody 2 by 2 into action, the giraffes on the ark, their head is sticking out the window. They can feel a draft.
They need a moonroof. They can't. Yeah, they need a convertible.
Yes, and so all the toys in the ark are like Toys R Us, 2 by 2. Get in this emergency situation. So even Toys R Us was programming the children to be ready
and
eager.
I love that Toys R Us giraffe.
I did too. But now everybody's wondering about the Jeffrey client list.
Jesus. Yup.
And everybody's ready to go to war over this list. Are you enlisted? I'm not enlisted, but you are on Pornhub. Oh, well, that's 2 degrees away from the Jeffrey Epstein list. So we're all
okay though. That I still like giraffes though. I'm not trying to be weird.
My giraffes are my favorite. I love them.
I know you guys. My favorite.
I'm not trying to be weird. I'm trying to be a righteous. You know.
Well, let me say something. You know, my favorite philosopher, Averroes, he uses the giraffe as an example, a philosophical puzzle, constantly, and I love it for that reason. But I know that Averroes is a stowaway. And so there is always cloak and dagger shit, even with the coolest facts of history. There's always cloak and dagger shit. So I just wanted to point all of that out. The giraffe is a puzzle on purpose, and I just love puzzles.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, because it looks like puzzle pieces. That's crazy.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that is so crazy. It says but it says reflection. It says if you are facing a difficult situation, do not rush into making a decision. You are advised to turn the problem around in all possible manners. Before deciding on a solution, your circumstances need to be examined carefully. Very nice.
So by the way, MoonFeather,
That is
I
that's
was having
basically what you do when the draft kicks in. It's
Oh my
it's
gosh.
it's
draft.
holy shit. What are we doing here? Everybody consider other options. Stop everything you're doing and let's not send children to die.
Well, we
That's
want
what
to
Right.
that card just read.
We want to get higher and get the highest and see the most. I've had brunch with giraffes before. They've been at my table. They've eaten off my table. I fed them. I've touched their eyelashes, and everything was super chill. I met giraffes in the wild by accident, dude. I was walking. I went trailblazing. I'm in Kenya. I'm in Africa. Whatever. And I just like to go walking, and I'm aware of larger. There are the big ones out there, but I'm aware. I know what's going on, and I stumbled and surprised one a bunch of zebras. Zebras are wild, and then two a bunch of camels. Like holy shit! And there's like a bunch of camels walking by this sand dune. I step away. There's like 20 of them. I thought there was one. They go across, and then I see a couple giraffes going across. I'm like, I'm in the weirdest crossroads of species ever. Wandering around Kenya, mind you.
Thanks,
It was
Obama.
what's that?
Thanks, Obama.
Dude, Kenya's chill, but you gotta be aware and really tuned in. In Appalachia, you're more it's the elements you need to be concerned about, not so much the wildlife.
They got the good cayenne in Kenya.
Yeah, I mean, please, it goes all the way around.
Yeah.
Ethiopian Sea, but emphasis on ether. Sea, ocean. It's what you would call that bottom part of the Atlantic right now. That was a thing. Jaguars. Moonfeather, read the Jaguar card, dude. Why'd you clean up already?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, people were saying that I was having problems with my microphone.
Nope, you're good. Turns out it was on their end. I saw that
Oh,
too. You're all
okay.
good.
All right. Hold on. Let me look for it. I'll tell you. The Jaguar. Jaguar was
Seemed
about
fine to me.
what?
It seemed fine to me. I was listening the whole time.
Oh, I saw it. I was like, oh, damn, I'm having problems again. I say, oh, come on. Yeah, it's about growth. It says maturity is the ability to embrace change, and change cannot happen without death. Oh, that's wild. This
Without death.
that relates to the freaking dream that I was just talking about. This
Dude,
death.
y'all died. Yo, it's a snake year. Y'all shedding. Man, y'all the same. Like, dudes.
It says this death does not necessarily mean physical death, but it could be the ending of a relationship or a situation, or simply your decision to not continue with the same old habits. Oh my gosh, that is such the freaking energy of this time, man. Like, I'm serious.
You can push through. It's fine. You can push through. It's no problem.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's but to think of what's waiting for us, like, like just a better timeline,
I feel like we've been working a lot, Moonfeather. I feel like there's going to be hard times for many, sure.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to get to a resting place and go, dude. I feel like that's a thing that's going to happen pretty soon for a few of us that have really been just noticing. We're just observers.
Yeah.
And we pivot with that data as best as we find it, and that's it. And that's that. And I
We'll pack up. We'll pack up and we'll go swoop up Gabe and we'll go all to Colorado because I think he knows his way around there.
And if Colorado has a problem, we'll go to Appalachia. And I got a back cave in Tennessee, where North Carolina, Tennessee, and Kentucky meet right there. I already have a back cave. You just fly it right in.
Look at that. Look at that.
I don't care
I
if
love
MoonFeather,
it.
I got one engine out. Like, no problem. Just fly in.
Nah, that's okay. Yeah, no, and then we'll go kick some ass in Kansas.
Yeah, in a Lambo. We'll go to the club. We'll have Uzi. It'll be fun.
Yeah, man. Go swing by George in Kentucky.
Oh, George
Yes.
already
No,
know. He
listen,
already
that trip is coming. I'm telling you. I'm telling
has
you.
like a
That
team of
whole,
giants.
and then we could all do a live together. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We get on all live together.
Everyone needs to think bigger. Everyone just think bigger, dude.
Yes.
That's a
You're
great
not
statement.
stop. You can figure everything out, dude. I
That's a
don't know
great
nothing, but you don't think I'm gonna shoulder shrug my way through something? I don't even know, dude.
Yep.
Grab my coattails. I'll fucking figure it out. And excuse my
Yep.
language, I'm not trying to, but it's like, hey man, what are we doing? I'll grow what I can figure out. Electro culture, sure. I'll stick copper rods in my land. No,
Mhm.
dude. I'll have a lightning rod that comes and will electrify the land every once in a while. Sure.
Yep. I put a post
No
out
problem.
that says ask, the universe is not on a budget. Ask for more.
Right now's the time, MoonFeather, to ask for more.
Yes.
And you're
True.
not being selfish. I
No.
think it's like organic. It's not like you're not materialistic. Just go, dude, give me a flipping great piece of land.
Yeah.
Figure it out. Water out the ground. I'm
Mhm.
unstoppable. Like, get out of here.
You know, and
Yeah.
what's more? More is in the eye of the beholder. You know, what's more to everyone? You
If
know,
you want
it could
10
be
acres,
different. Too.
F those 10 acres. You want 24 acres yesterday. And you will get 24 acres and above. Trust me.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
We'll figure it out together.
Put everybody's butt on there.
And we're all on a trust. We're on some weird like UCC unknown loophole trust situation. And you go, oh, y'all are like super sovereigns. Like,
Yeah.
And then see you later. We're flying planes between our airports, MoonFeather, am I right? I'm not trying to get OPSEC away, but you know what I mean?
No. Mm-hmm.
And we vote and we interact. That's it. That's that. Not a bullet needs to be nothing. Starving the beast as best you can. I do what I can, yo. You think I'm out here yapping? I'm making all this up? No, I live this. Like, I've been a Ronin my whole life. I've been an unknowing mystic my whole life, not even knowing it.
And I love
You know what
that.
I mean? MoonFeather's
Yeah,
been
man.
crushing. Gabriel's a legend. So I mean, what are we doing? It's still fun. It's in a one. I'm not in a situation where I'm suffering, so I have to exercise gratitude. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I got a roof. I can adjust the temperature if I want it. Right now it's at 72. If I want it 71, guess what? I could turn the dial and make it 71. Simple as that. Flip a switch. I got food. I'm crushing it right now. But does that make me? No. You take it away, boom. And guess what? I'd rather have a fortress of some cool stuff with the livestock. I've always wanted donkeys running around. They'll protect you from the coyotes. That's a simple life. A simple life. I almost don't trust anyone without a few scars here and there among their shins, at least. Gosh, my shins are well fortified. They've been hit with a lot, dude. I don't trust nobody without that. It's navigating. What are you going to do? People are trying to hurt you. Okay, you go. I see you. No, I'm doing that. Y'all should do this. No, you're trying to kill me, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something else. If you got a problem with that, we'll figure it out later. But
Something else.
very
Yep.
simple. I'm a simple man, MoonFeather. I'm so simple. I'm so retarded. I'm so basic. Hey, do this. How about no? Oh, you sure? I'm like, yeah. It's as simple as that. Like, I don't need an explanation.
I'm a symbol man.
Oh, like that. Oh my gosh, love that. Yep. Simple, very good. Amazing. Guys, this space was all freaking amazing. Seriously. And thank you for the pleasant surprise, Ronin. It was great having Gabe on here. Oh my gosh. It's always wonderful sharing space with the both of y'all for sure.
Gabriel flew in. He had a last-minute flight.
Ooh.
And he went trains, planes, and automobiles just to get here.
Yeah. It's a blessing. It is such a blessing. And you're right, Ronan. Like, we can turn up the temperature. We can turn on this computer and talk to each other across the world. And we feel heard. We feel heard by each other. That is the highest reward in life, is to feel witnessed, to feel seen, you know? And I appreciate that. And I am humbled by everybody's witness. And it's awesome to walk with such ninjas and butterflies as yourselves.
Love it. Love it.
MoonFeather, isn't Gabriel awesome, dude? He's cool,
Super,
right?
like super awesome. Yeah, man.
He's going down legendary. Like, he's on
Yeah,
the legendary book.
definitely super legendary. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Should we get out of here? Or did we say enough?
Yeah, man. We're good. Well, I'm good, man. Like, seriously.
I'm drenched in witness.
Ooh. He dripping. He's dripping.
Gabe was a good big wave surfer. He goes with the flow.
Yeah, no, let me tell you something. It's great. I love it. The weaves and the building that we do is just, whenever we get together, it's wild. It's so wild. I love it.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Thank you, Shetty.
What's Shetty saying? Let me see. What's her last message?
Because Ronin, you're precious, and Mooney, I love you to the moon.
Yo.
Shout out to Stacy.
Dick loves Stacy.
What's this saying? Mucho love. She's speaking Spanish.
Lauren, Third Eye Edify that came through.
Yeah. That Vulture cat. Yo, Valiant
Vulture, yeah.
I feel like we're best friends. I feel like he and I were like totally best friends.
Right? I love it.
His comments are the best, and that's it.
Awesome. So awesome.
We're just, I mean, gosh. MoonFeather, let's go around. Moon, seriously, take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath and share your thing. Then Gabriel, then me, and I'll play some music and we're out of here. Love.
No, like I said, Ronin, thank you so much for this space and holding a place here for us, for all of us, and for everyone in the chat to come in and just feeling like home, like we're home, we're here, we're within our people. And just like Gabe said, just so grateful, you know, that we're being heard. And I'm extremely grateful. I'm extremely grateful to the Most High, to Spirit, to our ancestors. They keep coming through, and we love it. We absolutely love it, guys. And I'm prepared and I'm ready just to enter, like, an amazing timeline. I cannot wait for, you know, to see how everyone will flourish. And it's going to be an amazing time. And I'm so glad. I pray that I continue to be here and witness to both of your growth. You know what I'm saying? You, Ronin, and to Gabe, you know. So much love to everyone. So much love to everyone in the chat. So much love to the kids and protection for our children
all the time and every time, whether we're near or far. Thank you, Spirit. And guys, have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed night. And thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, MoonFeather. So I noticed, Ronin, your splendid word work in the beginning of tonight's show. And I kind of heard a little Kandahar giant in the mix in there. It was really something, that aim high. You know what I mean? That aim high. Not underestimating your enemy. It's setting a higher demand on yourself. And it's even better to say it as don't underesteem your enemy, you know, because you're actually putting a lower expectation on the adventures ahead of you. So those are some thoughts about these giant, tall men in Washington in the giant show of America, the chimera of the camera. And we're all stuck in the glimmer of the glamour of the gaze. It's a poetic world, y'all. It's a poetic world. It's a very poetic world. Power to the playful.
Power to the playful. It's a poetic world, man. I really hold on. I need some water in my throat. Hold on, give me 1 second. Wow. MoonFeather, you're so amazing and powerful and fun to be around. I enjoy being around you, rubbing digital bellies with you, shoulders. Well, it depends on the dance. What are we dancing? We're doing samba or something. It depends on the dance, but I appreciate that. And we're crushing. And like Gabriel drops in and just blows everyone's tops off with stuff, that is like next level.
Next level.
This is I'm blessed. I'll say that. I appreciate every single one.
Thank you.
Are you guys sure you got everything off your chest? Anything else?
Yeah, so much gratitude. So much gratitude.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Slick,
Go ahead.
SlickDissident.com. Come check out the hoodies and the zippos and the onesies and the lighters and all the fun stuff.
Oh my gosh, yes. I got it. Listen, guys, Slick's channel, Ronin's channel is my featured channels on YouTube as well. So I got you guys there. And yeah, whenever you guys post videos and stuff, it'll my YouTube has your link to it. So that's wonderful as well. And let me tell you something, if you guys are gonna come into my dreams tonight, can you at least bring some food or something? Please?
I feel like all I hear is Rosie Perez. I just hear a Rosie Perez right now.
You love it.
I have a built-in filters that blocks out a good portion. But it's cool, and we're cool. Guys, share the Ronin experience. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? All the homies out here. Let's meet some new homies. Let's try and share. Don't share it with your coworkers. Things will get weird. But share it with anyone you know, your grandmother. You know what I mean? We'll figure it out.
Yo, I got a Rosie Perez song we could close out on.
Oh, I had a song, but let's go with the Rosie Perez song.
This is Woody Harrelson's apology song to Rosie Perez from White Man Can't Jump.
Oh, what?
Let's see.
I will never bring you water when you're thirsting in our bed. You see, I understand dry mouthedness, so I sympathize instead. I know that screwing is for carpenters, so let's make love instead. My Gloria, my Gloria. Give thanks and praise.
G.O.D. we remain solo. Universal complex, how the team go though. Every memory captured, that's a mind photo. Kashik record, yeah, we training in the source dojo. Fear's normal, but never fearing you mere mortals. Look through the portal, we are God's aura. Light speed, travel through the shadow, calling my battles. Yin yang effects of atomic particles to an atom. Like Eve is the atom, a true completion of matter. Love alignment with the self-information all gathered. I might spark with the Buddha, spread the knowledge of Tuda. Peace and love be the ruler of all that we doing. You waves and sound, we raise profound. A treasure found, we hold the crown. I feel that ambition transmitting my vision. Solar system in my eyes, galaxy aligned. I smoke this fire every time I need to clear my mind. I hop up in the book, I'm telling truth cause I don't gotta lie. My life character in the air, they unaware. I see the air but still care, look in the mirror. I'm smoking ganja, the only thing I need but air sight. I'm just fucking with you, but the universe gon' take me there. I'm blasting through the cosmos, twisting bounce with the fronto. Swaying to the rhythm in my mind like it's a bongo. Take a look at yourself, be a leader, never follow. That's my motto, living mono from the bottom, how we conquer life. Yeah, I dance with the enemy together, making melodies. When I breathe, yeah, that's energy, balancing my energy.
So long as you're trying to make progress, you will feel good. But not always it goes down. So while you're trying to get better and better and better, that means that when you get to the base, you're running along the worst. So we go round and round and round, ever chasing the illusion that there is something outside yourself, outside your mouth, here and now, your day, make things better. And this is to the temple for that need somebody in this world and discover that they're running around with a stable, maybe fun. And it may be good to run around, but if you think you're going to get something out of it, you're not.
Wanna see adventure, so experience the inner. Charging up my chakras with my crystal smoking killer. Born to be the best, I must confess this is my calling. Gifted with the talent, gain some knowledge, now we ballin'. All temptation all around, Satan spawning hell house. But my light remains to shine, even when I feel down. Every breath that be profound, ancestors so proud. We ignite the revolution, mystic spell with the sound. The waves and sound, we raise profound.